Good morning, everybody. How you doing? It is Sunday, August the 14th, and I am still on the road. I'm still not in my main office or back in my home. I'm still traveling and having an awesome time. And today I am in Calgary, Alberta. In case anybody knows where Calgary is, it's another awesome Canadian city, and I've never actually been here before. So it's going to be lots of fun. I'm going downtown. I'm going to go do some stuff with my family. Then we're going to go see some dinosaurs, which is cool because nearby Calgary, there's a huge, place called Drumheller, which has got like all the dinosaur bones. So I'm going to take my T-Rex with me there and have some AR fun. So look for that later on Twitter. I'm going to do some fun stuff there and goof off, at Drumheller with the giant. It has the biggest dinosaur in the world, apparently, the biggest dinosaur statue in the world. So I'm going to put my T-Rex, up there with it, and we'll see what happens, right? But anyway, I just wanted to say hi to everybody. You can see my backdrop is a little bit different today. The last couple of days I was in Edmonton, which is, another city in Alberta, and that was super fun. They have one of the biggest malls in the world, so I did a ton of shopping and had a good time. So, here we are, everybody. This is great. Oh my gosh, everybody. Okay, so we're going to start off pretty quickly here with the weekly rewards, because I know a lot of you have been waiting for your rewards for the drop heads. We'll do that in just a minute, but I cannot believe this this unbelievable live stream that happened over the last day or so. So I was driving a ton yesterday, and if you checked over on Randy's channel, he had this crazy 30-hour live stream, and all the different YouTubers were there, and all the people your guests were there. And then they had David Yu pop on, which was crazy. And he talked about a bunch of stuff. So congrats to Randy over there and everybody who helped out on that. I wish I could have jumped in and commented and hung out. I was in the chat a couple times, but it was, I was driving a lot, so I couldn't do it. Every rest stop I stopped at to get gas, I checked in and they were still going. So there's not going to be a 30-hour stream here today, everybody. Okay, I can't do that kind of thing, but we will see, right? We will see. And yes, whenever I'm on the road, as long as the Wi-Fi is good, I'll definitely do a stream or two. So don't worry about that. So I'll be back in my regular office there, with my backdrop of all my fun stuff, coming up in next week. So you still have a few more days on the road. It's super fun. It's the summer, right? You got to do some traveling and stuff. But we got some awesome giveaways today for the drop heads, and then we'll get into the market talk, and we'll talk about some of the stuff, David, you talked about. But you can go and watch multiple people's videos on YouTube with showing that whole interview. And it'd be really cool. I would recommend doing that because, when David gets on and he chats and he drops information, it's really cool. But we'll hit on a couple of the small things today. And then I can hear what you guys are thinking as well, right? And then after that, we'll check out the market and we'll see what's going on with Amazing Fantasy and other stuff as well. And you can let me know. And also on Monday, starting tomorrow, apparently there's going to be a 1 of 1. This is brand new. So this is starting apparently tomorrow from what I heard. I don't know what it's going to be. And maybe we'll get the announcement at some point on Twitter today while we're in the middle of the live stream. That would be hilarious, right? So anyway, let's do this really quick. Okay, so I'm going to do these rewards to start off because people have been waiting for their OMI. And OMI, is doing well. Crypto is doing pretty good. My Ethereum's up a bit over the last few days, which is great for me because that's all going to go right back into Veve. And I'm just letting it percolate and grow a bit so then I can, cash in some of that, maybe buy some more OMI and maybe buy some more, Amazing Fantasies, see if I can get a couple more, so I don't know what you guys are going to do, but we'll do this right now. So this happens really quickly. So in case you don't know what this is, if you join the channel as a member, you get a free drop head NFT. That's my project. We have almost 400 people, in here. It's super fun. And this version of the drop head, it's got the eco logo, I call it, on the chest right here. You can see there's my drop head right here. There's my shirt, by the way. And if you want a shirt, I have a couple left on eBay, right? So just a couple. I think there's like 3 left. So anyway, if you own one of these drop heads with the eco logo, it enters you into the OMI rewards. And so, every week we're giving away all the way till the end of the year, we're giving away, OMI crypto. Okay. So, and you just, the more ones you own, the more you get in. And I do them during the week as well. So I'm going to do this really quick. And then the second one we're going to do is we're going to do the comic book rewards for you today. So this happens once a week. I always do this on the live stream on the weekend. I usually do it on Saturday, but I was driving yesterday. But this is the comic book reward. So you get real world comic books and they're getting better and better. And now we're up to 4 every week that are given on the weekend. And I usually do 1 or 2 during the week as well when I can. And if you own a drop head that's got the blind box logo, you can see it right here. You're entered in as well. And we got well over 400 entries. Same with the eco rewards, well over 400 entries, which is cool. And the comics are just going to keep getting bigger. And I'm going to show you the ones that we're going to give out today. So here's the entry list. Okay, we're going to give out 4 of them today. I just mail them right to you, right? And these are the ones we're giving. So we're giving away this one Veve comic today. They're all Spider-Man comics to celebrate the Amazing Fantasy. So this is Spider-Man 3. So this is in real life. I'm giving this comic away, which is fun. So you can match it up with the Veve version. Here it is right here, right? We got it. That's a cool one. And then the second comic that's going away today is Spider-Man 4, which is right here. And so, of course, this is also in the app, right? As you know, of course. And then the third comic that's going away on rewards today is the Spider-Man #1. This is the newer Amazing Spider-Man #1. And this is the Scotty Young variant cover, which is really cool. This one's going out, and that's to celebrate Spider-Man. But the biggest one and the funnest one of all to match up with Amazing Fantasy 15 is the Savage Spider-Man #1, which mimics the Amazing Fantasy cover. And if you check this cover out, it is absolutely hilarious. Look at this. Look at this right here. Isn't that awesome? It's glaring. It's so cool. Look, he's all turned into a big spider and everything. If you ever read this series, it's super hilarious and really cool. And he's all screaming, "Grah, rah, rah," and this guy's like freaking out because he's a spider. There's a Scotty Young cover of this too, I believe. But anyway, this one's going out today, and this is Savage Spider-Man #1. So we're gonna have some fun with that. I hope you guys like that. That's gonna go out, and I'm just gonna mail them to you directly, right? And then I do have a special comic. Now, I saved this comic just for the chat. So if you're not a member of the Drop Heads, it's totally fine. You don't have to be, you know, to have fun here. I got a giveaway for the chat today, just in the chat. So if you're like talking, you can be just subscribed or a member. And this is a really nice Spider-Man comic too. And I saved this one just for everybody. So anybody can win this. If you win the Drop Head one, you know, the rewards program today, you can still win this one. So you can win two, right? So this is this one right here I'm giving out today. This is Amazing Spider-Man 261, a classic key edition with the Hobgoblin cover. This one is really famous, everybody. People love this cover. If you send it in for grading, it goes for a decent amount. And this is 261. So I'm going to give this one away right here on the live stream to you guys, because I love sending out comics, and maybe one day we'll get this comic book in the app. I don't know. You know, it's the Hobgoblin, so we'll probably get the first appearance one instead. But this will go out in a little bit in the chat. I'll just wait for a few more people to come. This is a really nice key issue, everybody. And I wanted to do that as a special one. It's Spider-Man week, right? I'm super stoked about Amazing Fantasy, like I'm sure you all are, right? So let's get into this really quick. Let's do these rewards, all right? And then we can get into everything else. All right, so let's do the comic book ones first because they're super fun. We got 426 entries, okay? So let me just hide this. So I like to do this on screen here so everybody can see, you know, the random generator, right? So we got 426. So I'm just going to do it 4 times. We got 426. And whatever number the position's in, they're going to win the comic. So the first one is number 82. Okay, so I will just highlight that, whoever that person is right here. And this is great if a certain person wins, because if a certain person wins, that means we get to do it again, right? Because I can't mail them a comic. So let's do it again. Number 78. This is great. You guys are going to love this. You guys are going to love this. Let's generate it again. Number 423. We already got 2 double winners, right? So this is going to be great. 423. Oh, this one just joined a short time ago. Okay, so let's do it again. Number 360. And I'll show you who all the winners are in just a second here. It's super fun. Oh, you guys are going to love this. This is great. We get to go again. 345. This is actually hilarious. Oh, my gosh. 345 right there. Okay, let's go again. 196. Okay, and you guys might be wondering why I'm doing so many. It's because one person that can win, I can't mail them to. So let me see. 1, 2. Okay, and we get to go one more time. This is great. Number 210. Who is that? Here we go. Okay, 210. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we got 1. I'm looking at my screen over here, just so you know. 1, 2, 3. And one more time, everybody. 377. There's going to be a lot of winners today on this one, which is good. And then I'll go right to the next one. Hey, this is awesome. We get to go again, everybody. 147. Oh my gosh, this is so great. I'm going to tell you who wins in just a second here. Okay, so this is how it works, everybody. So our good friend Poppy, all right? Now, he's got a lot of drop heads, okay? He's got a lot of drop heads. And so when you get a lot of drop heads, you win a lot of comics, okay? So this is the crazy part. Now, when I can't mail anything to Poppy because of his address, it's some weird Canada Post thing. So when he wins, I get to go again, and you guys get another shot. So Poppy won. Get this, everybody. He won 4 times today. Sorry, 5 times today. So Poppy, you just got 5 Veve comics that I will send you, later once transfers are back. I just keep adding them to the list, which means we got extra winners today, right? So I'll just show you who the winners are. So the first one, I got to add Poppy right here. Look at this. So Poppy, you've already won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You already won 5. Now you're winning 5 more, right? So this is going to be great. So August the 14th. Okay, so I always keep track here. Poppy times 5. You won 5. Everybody, big congrats to Poppy for winning all 5 today. That's amazing. He won 5 digital comics. Okay, so the next person that won is Lemon99. So Lemon99, you won this comic here. Lemon999. You won the first comic, okay? And then who won the next comic right here? And this happens every week. MVP NFT. You won the second one right here. So MVP NFT. And I'll make sure I line up the winners with the proper one. And Painful Monkey, you won as well, which is really cool. Okay, Painful Monkey. You won the comic as well, the third comic. And then the fourth comic went to David Odd, who just joined it. Just joined. This is so cool, right in the middle. So those are the 4 comics that are going out. And I will post this on the Discord server so everybody knows there. So that's great. So there's our comic rewards. And like I said, if you want a few, Poppy's now up to 10 Veve comics that you're going to win that I'll send to you once transfers are back. And we won't say which ones. So these ones will probably be Spider-Man comics. Let's say that. Let me just make a note because it's Spider-Man Day. So I'll give you 5 Spider-Man comics there when you win. This is so awesome. And then, of course, the other comics will determine because, you know, I don't know when transfers are coming, but we'll get it to you. And if transfers never come back, we'll definitely figure it out and get you some stuff. But you got 10 now up to date, man. So congrats. That's what being a reward winner is all about. So that's the comics for today. Now we're going to do the OMI token rewards. Okay, so this is exactly the same thing. We have our entries right here. We have 430 entries. Okay, and Wolverine added a couple today, so that's great. So let's just stop that screen. I'll go back to the random generator right here, and we get 3 of these. Okay, so how many we got here? Just one more second. 430 entries. So this is great. And we're adding every week. And these rewards, let me just reset this actually. Here, let's reset that to 1. So we're going to be adding, I'm going to be adding bigger OMI rewards as we go along here too. So this is going to be super fun. And like I said, if you get to join my channel as a member, you get a free drop head and it gets you into these programs. We got 4 utilities going. So hopefully Veve gets some utility going too, but that's what NFT projects are all about. Okay, we're going to do all 3 right here. So this is for 1,000 right here. So number 34, and I'll show you in a second who wins that. So there we go. There's one winner right there. And this is for 1,000. So this one is also for 1,000. It's number 306. Okay, let's see who wins that. Oh, there we go, another 1,000. And this is the bigger one. This is for 5,000 OMI right here. 223. Okay, let's see who wins that. And I'll show you in just a sec. Nicely done, everybody. Okay, we're getting back. So you guys saw those right here. That's good. And this is the last thing we get to do before we get into the market stuff. So the first winner was Ghost 888. You win again, which is great because you own a ton of drop heads. Ghost 888. There's another 1,000 OMI for you as a reward. And we'll do another reward during the week, everybody, for anyone who doesn't win. The second 1,000 winner is Hinanu right here. There you go. Hinanu, there you go. You win. There's 1,000 for you. And SR Phoenix wins the 5,000, which is great. SR Phoenix. You win the 5,000. So there you go. So this is going to go out. So if we add this up right here, how many we got? Hold on a second. How much OMI have we sent out already to everybody? So it's another 7,000 added to this. So what is that? 86,000. So 86,000 OMI's gone out. And we're just keeping it going. We're just keeping it going, everybody. So there you go. I will post these to the Discord server, and then I will reward these in a little bit. So this is great. This is great. I hope you guys enjoyed that. All right. So that's taking care of business today. So now let's do, and I want to do this really quick for you guys. Let's do the special comic today. Let's do this guy right now in the chat before we get too many people in here because you guys came early. Let's make sure we do this for you right here. So all we're going to do is you're going to type in the chat, you know, let's see, what should you type in the chat? How about I want that comic? Just type in I want that comic. And then I'm going to scroll the chat with my eyes closed like I normally did. And whoever I land on is going to win this. Now, remember, you have to send me your shipping address for this, okay? And you got to do it through Twitter. Like, you got to DM me there. You can also DM me on Instagram as well, or if you're on our Discord server already. But you got to DM me your shipping address. So if you're not comfortable sending out your shipping address, do not enter this comic book right here, okay? Because I'm not going to, I have to send this to you. Now, I won't show up at your house or anything and hand it to you. Don't worry. But just type in, I want that comic, and I will scroll the chat. And look at it, it's a beauty. Look at this one right here. Oh, I love it. I love it. And this is just for everybody who's in the chat to subscribe, you know, because I've been doing a lot of giveaways and rewards and everything for my drop head holders. But I also want to reward the subscribers too, who are so dedicated. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here. This is going to be fun. Okay, the winners, they're coming in. They're coming in. I see everybody's making their comments. There we go. I'll let it scroll a bit more. Keep going. Keep entering. Enter more than once if you want. It's fine. You know, just don't write a big block of it. Just one line will qualify you. That's totally great. I'll let you guys do it just for another second or two. Check it out. This is a bad boy. We're going to have lots more. I love the In Real Comics. I wonder what we're going to have coming up soon, right? Okay, so I think we're good. I think we got the entries now. So what I'm going to do, like I said, is I'm going to do like I always do. I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to scroll. And then whoever I land on is going to get this comic. And you got to DM me your shipping address, all right? You know? You don't have to give me your real name or anything, but just your shipping address, okay? So here we go. I'm going to do it. I'm going to close my eyes, okay? I'm going to scroll up. I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to scroll up. I'm going to scroll around. I'm going to come all the way up, all the way down. I'm stopping right there. Now, who did I land on? I landed on, where is it? I landed on Smarty Pants. Here you go. Smarty Pants 187. You win. You win this comic book right here. Congratulations. I will send this out to you. You know, as soon as I get back from my road trip, which is in about less than a week, I will ship this out to you. So you got to let me know down below that you won, okay? Otherwise, if you're not here, then I got to rebound it, okay? So there you go, everybody. Let's see, Smarty Pants. Let me know you won. There you go. Woo! You got to love it, everybody. You got to love it. So we'll do more of that as time goes on, everybody. We'll get to that. We'll do that. But this is the good one right here, like I said. Now, this one I really love, though. I mean, look at that. If you guys can pick this up, it's not too pricey, but match it up with your Spider-Man. It's with your Amazing Fantasy. I mean, look at that. Look at him. Oh, it's so crazy. Savage Spider-Man. It's such a good story, right? It's such a good story. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Okay, anyway, thanks for that, for all the rewards, everybody. Smarty Pants, you know what to do. Everybody else who won today, congrats. And like I said, we'll be doing more giveaways on the Discord server for Drophead owners, you know, in the giveaway section. I'll do one later today. I think I'm probably going to do some more Omi today on the Drophead server, so on the Discord server. So if you don't own one, just join my channel as a member and you get a free one. Simple. You just DM me and then I send it to you. It's that simple. And depending on the logo you have on your on the chest, you actually get, there's rewards for different versions, right? We have like 4, and I have a second collection coming in October, and it's going to be really fun, and it's going to be very limited though. And the only way you're going to be able to get one is you'll be able to buy it on the OpenSea, but you're also, if you own a dropper that has the member logo, a little circle logo, and I only think there's only a couple left, you'll get airdropped one. Like I'll send you one for free, right? And those will have utility as well. So it's all good fun. So let's get into this, everybody. We got that going on. We got Twitter right here. I did this thing right here yesterday, and I got a lot of response on it. Check it out. I wanted to know what you guys think. Out of these 4, which one would you pick? Because they're close in price, right? You got the Veve logo. All right. We don't know what's going to happen with that. We got the Todd Batman. We got the Spider-Man Ultra Rare and Vader. All right. These are close in the same price. And I wanted to throw this out on the chat to see, you know, in Twitter. I wanted to throw it out there to see who would like which one people would pick. There's like over, this is just last night I did this. Okay. And so we have, I'll get into it in just a sec. We have 120 responses on this. This is pretty cool. And I'm just going to scroll this really quickly because it's a topic of conversation, just really quick. Okay. We got Marco says Vader. All right. We got Rocco says not go for the logo. Okay. We got Token says which one right here? He would take the Spider-Man. We got Richard said Spidey, Vader, Todd, and logo in that order, just by what he likes. You know, maybe Spider-Man or Vader. We got Todd and Darth, but people give a lot of value to Spidey. At first glance, you know, Caltron said Todd. Alex said Vader. Nick said Vader. Buzzsaw says Spidey. Vivi Lad says Vader. Chuck Dean says Todd. Okay, for sure. And then DJ says minus the logo. Okay, so I don't know. I've been looking at the same minus the logo, but with Ben Riley. Okay, instead of Ben Riley in there. So maybe Ben Riley. And then Matt says right here, you know, the Todd probably. VV logo by VVOmi.eth says the logo. We don't know what's going to happen. Zala says Vador. And Ivan says Vader. So I think we're getting more Vaders than anything. And then Peter says Darth. What do you guys think? I want to know in the chat right now. And then G Metal says Todd right there, and more Todds. And then this is the correct answer, everybody. This is the correct answer. All of them. That's Mr. 40. You got the correct answer right there. But here we go. Kirkleberry says Todd, and then Todd, and then Todd, and then Todd. And do I really have to answer this? VV Vader. I wonder what VV Vader would pick. Oh, Vader all day, so we can get back to that. That is awesome, right? Aiden001, back as a member. Thank you so much again. Just DM me again. There we go. Good to see you. I really appreciate that. So DM me on Twitter, and we'll do the drop head thing if you don't already own one for sure. Smarty Pants, I'm here. I won. That is awesome. Tron Skywalker, Hulk smash the like button. Yeah, thanks so much. Now, I don't know. Are people, like, look at Vader dancing over here. There we go. Vader all day by Jan Collects, of course, right? And then Todd right there. And then Josh's Spider-Man. And so we're getting a lot of Vaders and Todds mostly. But then the BTC doctor says Spider-Man. Okay, but I think it's between Todd and Vader. Froakomi, how you doing? VV Gold logo. So here's one of the reasons why. All right. It's a secret rare, the lowest number of mints. Had to meet in person the founding member to receive one. When utility is announced, the logo will definitely be sought after. That is a good point. And we got that photo of you with your drop head shirt. And it's the whole thing all together. So I appreciate that, Frokomi. That is awesome, right? And then Jay Trev says none. Stack High Comics. Nicely done. There you go. Okay, so this is a fun one right there, right? We'll get to the market too in a second here, but that's the fun one right there. VV Fam Bam, love your comics and videos. Thank you so much. Hey, I saw you on the live stream yesterday. Oh my gosh, you were a warrior being in there. I was watching as much as I could. I totally wanted to jump in and chat with all of you guys. It looked super fun, and you held it in there, so that's awesome. If you guys haven't watched Randy's stream, if you have 30 hours to spare, just get in there and watch it. It was incredible. And of course, everybody that joined in, Vivi Fan Bam was in there. She was doing great. So everybody go check out the channel as well for sure. Super great. KO, hey, Mycollectables, when they make it back, you can give your NFT to someone. When they makes back, you can give your NFT to someone. Yeah, we're giving the NFTs out today if you join as a member, right? So, and that's the way it always is. Flint Marco, AF15 is what you want. Yeah, that's what I want. And I want another one, Flint. You know that for sure, right? There we go. Tron Skywalker, VV Fan Bam. You're awake. I know, 30-hour stream. MC says he's doing a 24-hour live stream. No, I am not doing a 24-hour live stream. Okay, I cannot do that. Okay. Only Randy can do that kind of thing. I can't do it. No way. No way. He's joking around there. He's joking around. Yeah, I wish I could hang out longer to watch. Yeah, you have to catch up in real life. Yeah, no, I'm not doing a 24-hour. Nope, it's not happening. Yeah. But yeah, you guys have fun, right? For sure. Todd, so Sniper Paint Correction says, Todd, Spider-Man, Vader, Superman, no logo. Oh, so you take the logo, but that's not the choice. I gave you the choice of the logo, but that's cool. You want to put Superman in there for sure, right? So the logos, I don't think the logo is junk. I think the logo is like, who knows what's going to happen with this logo, right? So if we actually go, can we actually find this logo right here? Let me just, can you search like Veve and the logo pops up? Is that how it works? Is that how the logo works right here? I don't know. I don't know if that's how it works. I don't think so. How do I find the logo? Is it It's just in collectibles, right? So let's check this out. Let's go to the collectibles. Let's just quickly look at the logo. I want to see where it's sitting at right now. It'll show up eventually if I just keep scrolling. But yeah, who knows what's going to happen with this thing. So like Furukomi said, it was handed out. And if you had the matchup card, I mean, that would be incredible. You got the matched up card, you know? And I'm going to hide the comment. Flint, the logo's not junk. I mean, it was going for 5,000 like immediately, right? Which is quite something, right? So whoever has this logo, you know, if it'll ever show up, I don't think it'll be, I don't think I think this does it by like what's listed. So I don't think too many people are actually listing this logo. There's only a few hundred of them, what, 500 of them, I think at the most. We may not be able to find it because every time I do a live stream, Veve's so funny. Every time I'm looking for something, I'll scroll for an hour and I won't get it. And immediately when I'm not looking for it, it'll pop up instantly. Look at all this stuff. Look at all this great stuff right here. None of them is the logo. Look at this. Now I'm determined. Okay, now I'm determined just to get this logo on screen here. Okay, come on. Let's go. Give me this logo. Come on. Where is the logo? I'm getting everything but the logo. Veve, are you watching right now? Are you watching, Veve, right now? Are you doing this to me? Come on now. Where is it? We're going to find it, everybody. Let's go. There it is. Oh, jeez. Every time you do this to me. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Okay, 2,000 gems right now. Wait a minute, on my Twitter feed, hold on. What was it at when I did that? It's gone up. It's gone up in value, everybody. There was 40 and either someone delisted. There was 40 listed. Now, how many are listed? I don't know. Oh, let's go to the collectible details right here. There's 37 listed. So did 3 sell? Okay, anyway, it doesn't matter. Who knows what's going to happen with this logo, right? Does anybody know? I mean, I'd like to have one. I'd like to have one if it was handed to me. That would be incredible, right? If it was actually handed to me, right? I tried searching for the brands. It doesn't work that way. I tried it, but, you know. Super funny, right? Super funny, right? Jeremy, you take Vader over that. That's good for sure. William Peartree, hope your Sunday trip is going well. Yeah, thanks so much. I'm on a longer trip, so I'm now in Calgary, which is a really cool city. I'm going to go downtown, do some shopping today and all that stuff, right? Verena, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Head Stash says, what up, Veve fam and MC? Hope everything's doing good with their vaults. Keep the good vibes up. That's what we're trying to do. Now, I know everybody's probably live stream tired. You know, after, you know, that's why I haven't sent out any invites to any of our good YouTuber buddies. They're all probably burnt from being on that 30-hour stream with Randy yesterday. That was absolutely incredible, right? Sniper Paint says 2 Supermen. Okay. Yeah, because of the value. If you get 2 Supermen added into the one, I love that. Jake, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate you being here. Verena, okay, so people taking profits on AM15. Yeah, so this is what happens. As we always know, people always, you know, it boosts up a bit, and then, you know, people list, and then some people take some profits in there, and then we'll see what it comes back down to before it pumps again, because that's what's going to happen. If it comes down to a certain point, AM15, and we'll talk about it, I will be grabbing another because I'm looking at grabbing another common, and I know it's under 500 right now, so I'm going to be looking at that. Hinanu, how you doing? You won today, my friend. You won some OMI today. So stay tuned on the Discord. I will send you your OMI from, you know, your weekly rewards. So Hinanu, how you doing? Everybody's doing great. Aiden, how you doing here? When you try to message you on Twitter, it says you can't. That's because you have to follow me, and I'll follow you back, Aiden. So you have to follow me first. And if you followed me, where are you right here? Let's go to my notifications. So if you've just followed me now, I have to follow you back. All right. So I will look you up right here. Just while we're doing this, where are you? Do you have the same? Do you have the same Twitter number, Twitter handle? What's your Twitter handle? And we'll look it up. We'll look you up. Okay, so let me know which one is yours, right? And then I'll send it to you. All right, Aiden, that's how, or you can do it on Instagram as well. Oh, thank you so much. Next time we'll let you know so we can pop in. It was so great to have you. Yeah, it was so fun. No, actually, when I was there the night before, Taps was like, and when Taps was there, but I was in my hotel room at midnight and all my family was sleeping. And I was watching you guys all on Randy's stream there, and that's when, Taps was like, oh, jump in here and all that kind of stuff. But I had my whole family in my room sleeping. I was watching you guys on the headphones at midnight. Yeah, the logo's like 1.8. That's true. If the logo was blue, I would have liked that better. Well, we might get a second one, right? You need the physical card. Yeah, that'd be cool. You get the physical card. Whoever you buy from, hopefully you get that card too, right? Raul, hi. I have an AF-15 rare and would like to know if you would change it for a common with the original cover. I don't know. I think the scarcity on that one is going to be really important, so I think just having any of them is great. Personally, I wouldn't flip-flop any of them right now. I would just I would just watch what's going to happen with them. And then maybe later on make that choice because we don't know because the rare right now is going for $750. All right, there you go. And it's really one, and then it's back up to 800 there, right? So there's only one at 750. And then if you go to the common, it's 720, and it's right in that range, right? So the rare is worth more at the moment. So I would keep the rare personally and just see how this plays out. That's what I would do. But you do what you want. If you want that common cover, remember when you sell that rare, you're going to take that hit, that 8%, and that's going to take like 50 gems off of you, right? So, when you're flip-flopping around, you're losing gems. So just consider that, right? Consider that. And the rare is awesome, right? Sniper paint. I think the hard-handed in person should be wanted more. Yeah, the physical card with the logo, that could be crazy too. Smarty Pants, our winner today for sure. I think I can wait to buy it and take your chances and grab a logo at Decon in Anaheim since you're going. Yeah, for sure. Maybe I'll get a logo there. It might be a different one at Decon in London. Now that's where we might get another logo handed out, everybody, or something else because they did one over here in North America already at the San Diego Comic-Con in Anaheim. Maybe they want to give our awesome members and users and stuff out in the UK and in Europe. Maybe they want to give them a shot at a logo. So maybe that'll happen at Decon over in London. So if you're going to Decon in London, keep your eyes peeled. But of course, don't go bum rushing the booth just looking for a logo. Go say hi and actually meet them, and maybe you'll get one. Yeah, the card, exactly, right? So how do you become a member? Education knows all you do is you go to my YouTube channel, but you have to be on a web browser, okay, not on your app on your phone. It doesn't have a join button, but you go to a web browser on your computer and you can hit join, and it's $1 a month, so it's like super cheap. And then that's how you join my channel, and then you DM me on Twitter or Instagram, and I'll send you your drop head, right? So, but you can't do it on the app. The YouTube app doesn't have the join button for some weird reason. I don't know why. Right. So, yeah, I found it eventually. You're probably right. Maybe searching for the brands would have been better. Rare grind beats. There's no buyers. Veve is a ghost town. There are lots of buyers. I'm one of the buyers. That's for sure. You think Veve is a ghost town? I don't know about that. There's lots of sales going on. You see what's happening. What's actually happening, you guys, this is what I would say is happening, is that this comic book right here, okay, is stealing gems and value from the entire app. Okay, it's not just one or two items or grails. It's taking it from everywhere. And because the value of this is so high, it's hard for people to get to this, right? Unless you're some massive whale. Now, I have 4 copies of Amazing Fantasy. I have 2 of the commons and 2 of the uncommons. Now, I showed in my video, if you go back to my video, I showed what it cost me to get them, all right? Like if you go back to my video from a couple days ago when I talk about, what was the video? It was the last couple of days ago, I did a video and I showed what it took for me to get him. Oh yeah, if you're selling grails, I said I'm not selling grails to go after this comic because I want to keep those things. I sold a lot of other stuff, but I show you exactly what it took for me to buy this comic, and it took $350 US dollars, like the gems. Okay, I had to buy because I didn't get this on the drop. All right. And then I needed to sell off some of my secret rare comic books that I really like. Some of my, mid-level ones. I had to sell my Doctor Doom, like collectible, my Marvel Mighty. I had to sell my secret rare Thor. All right. So, and I did not want to sell those because those are great. But I actually, I made the decision. I had tough choices because I didn't land this on the drop. So I had to get all 4 in the secondary. And so I was lucky to pick up the common for around 300 to 350 on day 1. And I was prepared for that. All right. But my 2 uncommons that I had to buy, you guys, I had to work my ass off to get those. Like, it was not easy. I had to sell stuff and, because people are putting all of their gems into this comic book right now. It's across the board. I know you'll see people on Twitter, saying, that they're picking up other stuff, and they should, because the deals are great. And some of those things that I sold are some of the ones that, things that people are picking up because maybe they already have enough of this comic. Maybe they are actually not interested in this comic or whatever, but people are buying other things too. But the majority of stuff is being taken from the other stuff. The value it's going, on other stuff, and also the gems. It's coming from other stuff to go into this comic. We're still in this accumulation phase, and this accumulation phase would have lasted a little bit, would have been quicker. We're almost at a week of this coming out, but because it's so valuable, it's going to take time. And so you'll see this, like, this is what people wait for. Now here, this is what people wait for. Remember this. Whales, okay? And we like to talk about whales a lot, and we like to talk about whales and grails. That's what we like to talk about on Veve, right? Now, this comic book right here, there are people waiting for people to drop it lower, all right? And then they sweep it up again, and then it's going to get another all-time high. You just wait and see. This is like the pattern that happens on Veve. We're all aware of the pattern. Now, we'll see how far down it drops a bit before people then jump in. But look at this at 720 and then 740, that's a nice price. It was over 800 the other day, just like a day or so ago, right? And then this is the one that I have my eyes on. It's at 412. This is almost within my buying range again, because if this goes under 400, that's when my buying range opens up, and I will buy another one because I'm looking to buy another one of these right now. The only thing is I have to make a move first. And so I'm just waiting, right? So there are people like me who are just waiting. And if people want to drop it a bit lower, these are going to get eaten up, right? So if you're looking to sell one of these for profit, my recommendation to you, and you can do anything you want, but I did a video about this, about how to sell when things get swept, is you want to put it somewhere up here, okay? You want to put it somewhere in the middle if you're patient, because this will eventually get swept up. And once the next, little boom happens, you'll get swept up in the middle of it all. If you put it at the bottom down here, you're just going to undercut the next person, and it's going to go down a bit more. You put it somewhere in the middle, and then when it gets swept, you'll be one of the people that it gets swept up, right? So, yeah, we got it, guys. We got it. Jake Langford, should I sell my Mickey hat 626 at a big loss and maybe try to buy Disney posters or something? Golden Moment's really undervalued right now. I'm not sure if I should wait out the storm. Well, Jake, it's totally up to you, but I personally wouldn't do that. I wouldn't sell it at a big loss at all. I would just wait, because when you bought it, how long were you willing to wait for it to go up like quite a bit higher, right? And if you sell that, at some point, if they add utility to those, original sets, that's going to be a great one to have. But it's totally up to you. But, if you sell it for a loss and then take also the selling fee and then just buy other stuff, are you any further ahead? I don't think so, but it's up to you, right? It's up to you. HP, hey, I'm looking to buy a Todd. What low do you think it goes? Thanks. I really don't know. I don't think it's going to go much lower than it is right now. Let's just check out Todd really quick. Here he is right here. 1950. He's actually gone up, everybody. Todd's rebounded. Look at that. He's almost at 2,000 again. Let's go to the market and actually see Todd right here. Okay, let's just go to the brands really quick. Let's go to the black and whites. And there he is. There's 115. So look at this, Todd. Guys, Todd went up. Okay, and his listings dropped. Now look at Twitter right here. Let's go back to my tweet, okay? And let's check this out. There was 134 Todds, okay? Now look how many. I did this last night. Look how many Todds there are now. okay, on the market. This is interesting. I wonder if these delisted or got swept. There's only 115. So this is interesting. We lost like 19. Is that how many we lost? We lost 19 Todds on the market in one night. So I don't know. Does that mean it got swept because the prices went up? Usually when it's delistings, the listings come from the middle. You know, they don't come from the floor. They're not all on the floor when they disappear. So I think this one just got swept up, guys. I think we just got a Todd sweep. It's up to 2,000. Somebody went in there and bought a bunch. So, you know, if you were looking at buy a Todd, like it was 1,600 last night, look at my Twitter right here. Look at that. 1,699. It's gone up to now almost 2,000. Now it might come back down a bit. I don't know. We'll see. But like that's pretty impressive. So if you're looking to buy a Todd, yesterday or the day before would have been the day. So maybe you wait now, HP. Maybe you wait. Maybe it comes back down to 1,600 again. But we'll see, right? Yeah, it always happens, Sniper Paint, when I'm searching for something. It's kind of a funny thing for me. It's funny. Yeah, I wouldn't sell the Mickey's hat for an all-time low. Like specifically if you have a great mint number, I would ride it out. That's how I would do it because I don't think you'll get ahead if you do that, right? So it's up to 140. There you go. No one's buying. I've tested listings myself and it just sits there. No, people are buying. I just showed you that people just bought Todd. You can see that right there. Logo 7K. Demo. Hi, it's a great show as always. I'm stuck. Would you sell a 3-digit ultra rare animated Spider-Man to pick up an AF15 ultra rare? Oh, that's a really good question, Demo, because that is an FA Spider-Man ultra rare for the AF15 ultra rare. Now, the difference between those two is that the comic book, I believe, has less editions. All right. So, but here's the thing in the future. If it's the collectible, if you're talking about the animated now the animated stuff in the metaverse with utility or whatever they're going to do with it, or gamification or all this kind of stuff down the line, the animated Spider-Man could be, you know, more interesting than the ultra rare comic book. You know, that could be interesting, right? We'll see what happens there. But would I sell it? I would probably, that's a tough question. I'd probably keep my animated Spider-Man ultra rare personally, but you know, it hasn't really risen to the same level. It's kind of sat there for the longest time. If we actually go to the collectibles here and we'll go to the brands, because this is really quick to search. We'll go to Spider-Man right here. Just want to quickly look at this one because it's a really good question. I mean, this is like, that's a tough choice. These are the tough decisions to make, right? These are the tough decisions. So we got Spider-Man right here. So here's the ultra rare. It's sitting at 1745. Okay. And how many do we have of this one again? Just as a refresher, there's 2,500 of them. So that's not like, you know, that's not a lot. That's really quite rare. So there's, you know, 70, the floor. Yeah. It's under 2,000 right here. But this is animated, right? So if we go back to the market and we look at the comics, because this is always right at the top, we know this guy's right at the front, right here. It's at 28. So you're going to have to add an extra 1,000 to do it. So, and you're going to lose like 60, 70 gems when you sell it. So that's tough. So do you have an extra 1,000? Because they're not a straight up trade, Demo. You know, the Stampede. I know I missed it. It's like a couple weeks ago, but that would be fun. Calgary has this crazy Stampede where it's like this giant rodeo and parties and all sorts of crazy stuff. But that happens mid-July, so I'm past that now. So that would have been fun though. Greg, how you doing? Thanks so much. I appreciate you. Aiden, since you can't be messaged when I try to message you. Yeah, so I'll follow you back, Aiden. I'll do it just after the stream, okay? And then we can message each other then. So I'll get your drop head later today for sure, but I'll follow you back. If you're actually on Twitter right now, is that your handle? Okay, let me just see the notifications right here. Is that your Twitter handle? I can do this really quick. I don't know. What's your Twitter handle? I mean, you probably have already told me, but I haven't got to that far in the chat yet, but we'll see. Getting real nervous. Market hasn't gone up in a while. Oh, everything is being funneled in Amazing Fantasy. You know, it's amazing. Everything's being funneled there. All the value of other stuff, except for you just saw what happened to Todd in one night. It happens fast, everybody. It happens fast. Where will it be after New York City Comic Con, says Flint? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just going to keep watching. Loco, how are you and the family doing? Doing great, man. How are you doing? I'm having fun. Delilah, good morning, MC. Everyone, shout out to Hinano. Is it Hinano's birthday today? No way, dude. And you won a reward today. You won some Omi today. Nicely done. Thanks, Delilah, for letting us know. It's everybody wish Hinano a big happy birthday today. We love him. One of our awesome members here, for sure. And you got some Omi to send your way. That's great. Bones B, I think the only thing that will make AF15 take a little nosedive is when Pokemon. Yeah, right? So I don't know if you guys watched my vid. I made it a couple days ago for my last hotel. And the vid was all about what could actually take some stuff, like what could drop the value back down of Amazing Fantasy, aside from, some short dips here where people are selling some stuff. What could actually, what could come to the app? And I could think of only 3 things potentially, and they're pretty far off. I mean, Pokemon could come, and there are people who are crazy about Pokemon who would go all in on that. I'm not one of those people, but people would. And so that could actually happen. We could see something there, but it really depends on what they drop and the rarity and how many editions and blah, blah, blah. If it's just Pokemon in general and it's a ton of editions, it won't touch Amazing Fantasy. It has to be something big, right? And then I thought, of course, Action Comics won, but we don't even have DC Comics, and it's unlikely that we'll get them, so we'll see what happens with that, maybe in the future. But that could come in Action Comics 1, or, there's, the Detective Comics with Batman as well. People mention that one as well. I think that one is really big as well, but it's not Action Comics as well, at that level to me, quite. It's just under. So AF15, I think, is a bit higher as well. But, I think they're both all 3 are very close. Action Comics 1, though, if that ever came to the app, that would definitely take away. But you know what? I think more so, you guys, it would take away from everything else again. I don't think there'd be a ton of people liquefying Amazing Fantasy 15 to go after Action Comics 1. They would just liquefy more Todds and Vaders and all the rest of the stuff that they've already done for this comic, right? So you know what I mean by that? And then the last one I put in was huge artwork. So Banksy, maybe, if he comes and does some sort of, he or she comes and does some big crazy thing. Or if it's if they go to the next level and they literally get stuff like Picasso's and stuff like that, legit, that kind of stuff, if that ever came here, that could be big. And I don't know if they'll ever do anything like that or even be able to, but those are the only things I can think of. I mean, a lot of people threw other stuff at me in the comment section, but none of it to me comes close. So I'd like to know what you think. That's why I made that video, because I wanted to know what everybody thinks, right? Dear Harbinger, how you doing? Good to see you today. I'm doing fantastic on my little trip here. Kobe, how you doing? I saw you briefly in Randy's monster stream there. I don't know how long you stayed in the stream, but that was absolutely crazy. I was driving, so I was watching it every time I stopped for gas. I would check it and be oh, they're still going. Because I also saw it the night before, but I was in my hotel room with my family. Otherwise, I would have jumped on and with you guys and had some fun. Education knows. Do you think Fantastic Four 5 will go up in value? I definitely do. I own that secret rare, and I bought it right where the price it is now, and I'm just happy. It's one of the big ones for me. It's top 5, top 6 secret rares in the app already, so I think it's just going to go up where it was before for sure. So the 700 gem AF15 gets snatched quickly. I know they do, right? They definitely do. We're sitting here right here, 720. That 700 one just left. It's gone. So there's a bind. There's a threshold that people won't let this go under at the moment. Now, it is very valuable. So, people are going to have to make some decisions. This is one that I'm waiting on right here. I am watching this one right here. And when it goes under 300, if it does, I'll be competing with 1,000 other people who will buy it. Guaranteed. I sold my mint number 833 rare for 1,000 gems. Wow, that's pretty good though. You got 1,000. What did you buy it for, Armando? What did you buy it for? I would hold on. This is the thing. I would hold on to these right now and let it play out. Now, if you have a chance to take profits and you're all about taking profits, that's cool. Go for it, Like if you got like for example, guys, if you got this one on the drop, okay, or if you lucked out and got this one on the drop, I mean, and you paid 20 gems for this. I mean, you could sell this one comic and someone would most likely buy it right now. And you could then load up on tons of stuff in the app and it could really set you up, you know, or you could ride this out because this could be 5,000. So you have to decide if you're going to sell this for profit and you're going to take a big hit on this in terms of the percentage, like the fee. It's going to be over 100 or something, I think, for this one, isn't it? But if you got one of these on the drop for 20 gems and you're taking profits, man, you can't go wrong. And I'm sure that's what happened with you, Armando. That's great. Veve. I'm considering buying a flight from Ireland to London to go to Decon London. Yeah, man, I would be there if I could. Now, my wife is actually going to Europe. She's going to Holland in September. So there's no possible way that I could go to Decon because, you know, she's already going over to Europe for family reasons. So I'm going to November's in Anaheim. I have my ticket booked. I got my VIP. I'm going there. So I hope that something happens there. I'm not looking for an NFT or anything from David and those guys. I just want to meet them and shake their hand. But if they do drop something there and I get one, a logo, that would be super cool. And if I got a card with that, man, I would just hold that forever. Not even because it's valuable. I would just want it just for the historic reference of it and just the fact that they gave me one. But if you go Veve, let us know. We'll see what happens. I would go if you can afford it. I think it's going to be great. David's going to be there. I know he's talking about it on the stream yesterday with Randy and everybody. Now news now marijuana. I got AF15 common mint 380. What would you sell it for? Ooh, that's nice, man. 380 on the common. Let's just sort by edition low. Check it out. What's near it? 4,000. 4,500, 5,000. There's a 3,200, 2,400, 23, 24. So you're looking at about 2,500 right there. You're looking at about 2,500 for that. You know, if you base it upon what everybody else has got. 380. Is this you right here? There you go. You got it at 2,350. So there you go. That's about right, I would think. The other people around you are selling that, right? So at that price. So see what happens. If you sell it for that, that is incredible, man. That is incredible. Der Harbinger, I got the FUD from other users. Our physical comic holder is going to have a digital one. If now this would be unfair to them. Yeah, it's interesting, right? It's interesting. I'll talk about that in a sec. AF15 dipped a little, not heading back up. Yeah, this is what always happens. We know this, everybody. It's kind of funny, right? As soon as the price drops a little bit, certain people go on Twitter and be like, oh, it's going down like I told you it would. It's like, well, we all know this happens. This is the cycle. It drops down a bit, and we'll see how far it goes before it gets swept back up. But this comic is just a monster. And remember, most people who are buying the comic right now are not looking to flip it, right? Because it's already had its, like if you bought it at 300 and you're selling it at 700, that's a nice flip for someone. That's really nice. If you're buying it at 700, are you going to flip it at 1,000? Maybe, right? Maybe you will, but you're going to pay a bigger selling fee. So a lot of the people who are buying these now are just accumulating, right? You know, and so here's a good question from Der Harbinger about physical comic holders. So I see this too. So just so you know, I am one of these physical comic book collectors, okay? And so I've seen a lot of people out there who like to speak for people like me, who like to tell everybody that physical comic collectors aren't interested because it's not a real comic or something like that. All right. But as somebody who's in that business, you know, and someone who's, you know, come to Veve, it took me a while to get in here, you guys. I didn't just like get in here and start buying everything. It took me a little while to like look at the app and actually decide if I wanted to do it as a physical comic collector, you know, and I know like Sleeping Comics is one of the biggest physical comic collectors you'll find, you know, and Comics and Crypto and all these people, like, we collect comics in the physical world, and you know we're all in on Veve, and all it takes is you to download the app and be here for a little bit and see what's going on, and then you're all in. And believe me, this comic is not the same thing as the physical comic. It's not a reprint. I see people saying that reprint. For one, it's not printed, so it's not even the right word. But okay, Okay, so maybe it's another version. Like it's just another version. Like somebody said something about the one that came out in 2011. Oh, that one only goes for like 1,000 or something. So why would this one ever go for blah 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 blah? This is like a new medium, and this is the first of its kind. That's why. That's the way you think of it. This is not like a duplicate, another copy. This is a brand new type of thing. All right, and that's what all these NFTs are. That's why I'm here. And if you don't believe that, you shouldn't be here, because this is not the right place for you if you don't believe that. Sniper Paint received my comic Funko today. It wasn't an actual comic, just a board of the cover of the cover. It's bummed, but still nice. Yeah, so you got the Amazing Fantasy Funko with the backing. Oh, that's so cool. I was looking for that. I'm looking for that in Calgary, actually. I went to a couple collectible stores in Edmonton. There's one unbelievable store in the West Edmonton Mall. It is so unbelievable, and I could not find it there, but they did have the Batman, and they did have the Superman. But I'm looking for the other one, right? Look, it's Veve Vault. How you doing, buddy? MC Todd pumped. I know we looked at that just a little minute ago. It was crazy. We looked at that, right? Let's go back to the it pumped like it lost like 20 listings or whatever. So somebody swept this up. Look at that right there. So what's the 117 editions? Yeah. So it lost like 20 editions from last night, because we know it's from last night, because look at my profile. I just so happened to ask, what would you get? There was 134 right here at $16.99, and now it's down to 117, and we're looking at like 2,000. So yeah, it pumped. Somebody swept it up. You're going to see this happening, everybody. Non-believers exit stage right. Seriously, if you're a non-believer, it's okay. You don't have to be here. We can take it from here. We can take it from here. We got it. We got Veve. We got it. We'll take care of it. Don't worry. We'll make sure it goes where it needs to go. Along with David and them, they're doing great. We'll take it. We'll take it from here. You guys, it was fun having you. Let us know how your next monkey NFT does. We'll take it from here. And Veve Vault, we'll be watching your stream. Hey, Vault, are you going to do something about the 1 of 1? I don't know if there's a drop or whatever, but 700 was the absolute bottom for AF15 today. Maybe, yeah, we'll see, right? And a lot of people, this is so funny too, because I love it when people send me messages saying, oh, look, it's going down. I told you. I'm like, please go down so I can buy it. I want it to go back a bit, okay? But a lot of people aren't going to let it, right? Drew NFTV, Lakers, I know, Lakers. I don't have my hat. I left my Lakers hat at home, but I have my awesome hat from the drop, you guys. Go check out their channel. They sent me this wicked hat. Check it out. I love it. It's like my favorite hat in the world right now, aside from my Lakers hat, of course. Sniper Paint, I wanted to sell AF15 Common at 800 to get it back when it drops. I feel like it's the top right now for now, but I was too scared to gamble on that one. Of course, it's dropping now. Well, it dropped down to 700 a little bit, so we'll see what happens on it, right? But this one pumped. That's for sure. We keep looking at this one because I want to look at the Groot one too in just a second, you guys, because I really like that Groot one. 720, so it dropped to 7. Now it's at the 720. So don't worry, Sniper Paint. If you want to play that game, remember, factor in your selling fee. You know what you're doing. You're experienced. Best of luck. I'm not selling. I'm just holding. I'm good. Maybe I should also sell my Mickey hat and try to get another AF15. Jake. Yeah, that's a tough one, man. I know we all want to pour into AF15. But that Mickey hat 626, man, that's really nice. Do you have the set? Okay, so Jake, do you have Elsa? Because if you have the set, I wouldn't break it up. I'm not breaking up my Star Wars Golden Moment set. And I would recommend to anybody, and this is just me, the way I think, I wouldn't recommend breaking up those sets. So if you have Elsa, keep it together, because I think that there's going to be something happening with those little, I don't know, I could be completely wrong, but this is just the way I'm feeling about it. And so if you have that little set, I would keep it. But if you don't have the set and you just have the hat, well, who knows, right? Unless you don't want to pick up the Elsa, then maybe that could be a good one. You have 10 commons, Flint. Holy moly. Nicely done. And an ultra rare, dude. You're set. You are set. Tough one because of the mint number. Yeah, exactly. It's that Mickey hat is like, that's nice, right? Hinanu, I won something. Yeah, you did. You won in the Omi rewards because of the drop head you own. So you're going to be getting your Omi today. On Discord, I'll post the results and I'll send you your Omi tokens. You got another 1,000. That's awesome. How's your trip going? Thinking of picking up another AF-15 uncommon, just watching to see how low it goes. I'm doing exactly the same thing you're doing, Hinanu. I'm watching that uncommon like a hawk, because if it goes my uncommons, by the way, I bought it just over 400, right where they are now. I want to get it under 3. And it was really difficult for me to get them. Like you have to work your ass off if you're trying to sell stuff to get them, right? Uncommon gang. There you go. VP Vault. Common gang on this one. Yeah, there you go. I can feel everybody's FOMOing on this AF-15. I try to control it. Yeah. Well, you know what the funny thing is people just want to acquire it, you guys. They just want to get their hands on it because they understand. They're beginning to understand that this is unlike anything we've ever had. It's unlike anything we've ever had in the app before. And it's really difficult to compare this to previous Grails, because any previous Grail that's come, that we call a Grail, something bigger has come along to knock it off its pedestal a bit. And we're not seeing that with this comic. I don't know what could happen. And this is a common. Now, we have another common that is bigger, okay? In case you guys don't know. So in case anybody thinks that, this common is like, an aberration, we got this common right here, guys. Okay, so this common right here, I know there's way less editions. There's only 450 of them. But this common is sitting at $12.99. Do you think Amazing Fantasy 15 common could reach this level? It's very close. I think it totally could. And these will be like big brother, little brother in the app, right? So I want to get my hands on one of these ones too eventually, but I just don't have the gems. Sniper paint. In the long run, I believe uncommon prices will rocket when the edition size is respected. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get my third uncommon, because the price level, it's great, 740 is cheap. Wait till NYCC, then it might be out of reach. Who knows? Who knows? Once people acquire it, if it goes to, like, I own 2. If it goes to 1,500, I'm still not selling it. And people might think I'm crazy, but I'm not selling it. I got it at 300, right? 325. Tang, how you doing? Yesterday I paid not brand Ek secret rare 99 gems. Did you buy the secret rare of that for 99 gems? This morning I barely missed Skywalker lightsaber 41 at the floor. Someone even put it on Twitter. Wow. So wait a minute. You can't be serious. Did you get not brand Ek? Because that's the same edition number at 99, because that is a 250 edition secret rare. Oh my God. The madness. The absolute madness. Where is it? There it is. The madness. Okay, yeah, I guess you did. Wow, look at that. For 99, somebody liquefied that in a heartbeat. Congrats, Tang. That's the way to keep your eyes open, my friend. It's already up 45 gems. Jayco, how you doing? Good to see you. Thank you so much. 99, I mean, it's crazy. It's just crazy. Yeah. Completed my first comic set today, Sergeant Fury. Nicely done. That's a great comic set, Sergeant Fury. I hope we get comic sets, like sets for comics. I really think we should, and I really think we will. The floors are all false right now. The reserving items is preventing them from rising. Try buying the top 4. Yeah, right, exactly. It's still going on, this warfare, right? This warfare. Greg, thank you so much. How you doing? I was debating selling my Mickey hat 151, Elsa 250, and Superman 242 to buy a Rizzo to match my Todd. Your Grail for Grail vid helped to be careful. Yeah, so Greg, those are some high level items you got there. You could have matched, got a 115 Rizzo to match 116 Rizzo to match a 116 Todd. Holy moly. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, man. Oh, I don't own a Rizzo, but you got the hat and Elsa. So you got that set and you have Superman, and they're all super low mints. Whew. What are you going to do, Greg? What are you going to do? Are you going to do it? Are you going to try to do it? If it's me, now that is an incredible matching. I mean, that Rizzo at number 116 is massive, right? But if it's me, I personally, and I don't want to influence you like in a way. I'm just you. If you want to ask what I would do, I keep my Mickey and Elsa set, and I keep my Superman at those low ones instead of matching up the Todd and the Rizzo. Even though that's incredible, I don't think you can't go wrong with either one though. But thank you so much for the super chat. Let us know if you decide to go through with that, because that's something, right? Yeah, it doesn't count. Yeah, well, I hope we get these sets for comics. That would be great. That would be great. Totally agree, mate. These floors should be a lot higher. Yeah, we'll see what happens, guys. Sean right here. How you doing, Sean? Good to see you. Last night I was cruising a market looking for stuff that are very undervalued, and I witnessed a crime. You witnessed a crime? We'll report it. We're reporting it here, everybody. Common Steamboat Willie under 90. So I bought a few of them. Total steal, call the cops. Oh my gosh, Sean. By the way, I was looking at Steamboat Willie, the common, just like you, like a day or so ago. And it was under 100, just like that. Like it was right around 100 just or so. And that is nicely done, Sean. You caught them. You caught them. Call the cops. Congrats, Sean. That is awesome. Like I said, Amazing Fantasy, guys. And people probably wonder why I have Not Brand Eck up on my screen right here, but it went for 99. So there you go. But remember, guys, Amazing Fantasy is taking from everything, not just the grails, you know. Jason, it's a really bad idea to sell items at the bottom to chase something which is pumping during euphoria, in my opinion. Yeah, for sure. Now, this is the only thing I will say to you on that one, though, Jason, is that there are this notion that AF15 is all euphoria and FOMO right now, and that's why it's rising. I don't think that is 100% correct. I do think that there's a factor there. People are desperately trying to get into it, but there's a reason they're trying to get into it. Okay, because we've never seen anything like this before. So I think the FOMO is justified, and I think it's fine. Now, I'm not liquefying my other grails to do it if you watch my video, but if that's all you got, those are tough choices people have to make. And by the way, this is going to happen again if Pokemon comes one day, because you're going to have to make some tough choices there too, right? So think ahead, and your grails are your grails. Like, I know we like to throw grails around a lot on Veve. What's a grail? What isn't a grail? And all that kind of stuff. But like these items, like these Todds and these Vaders and stuff, remember, like these are not going to stay at these prices that we're seeing them, right? Amazing Fantasy is going to take a little while for it to be accumulated fully. And people are accumulating it. That's what they're doing. But they're also buying other stuff, as we can see in the chat. So yeah, if you sell items at the bottom, is if you can get to one and you're going to hold it, it's really why you're doing it. So if you sell something at the bottom to chase after something that's going up, and your whole purpose is to flip that thing that's going up, you're probably going to end up losing out on gems in the long run here, and you're probably going to end up losing out on profits later. Sometimes just doing nothing is better, right? Just doing nothing at all, like not selling anything at all, if you can't get there. Jayco, my company has buying Veve collectibles for long-term holds against inflation. Yeah, man. Did you guys see? So that's a good point. So I know if you guys haven't watched David Yu's portion on Randy's masterful, monster 30-hour stream, which was like epically legendary. It's so amazing. I tried to watch as much as I could. I was on the road driving all day, so I missed a lot of it, but I caught some of it the night before as well. But when David got on, he did talk about, there was this talk. You guys go watch it, right? Go watch. So people have literally clipped his interview. So go watch the clip of it, watch the whole thing. But there was talk about businesses like KYB, know your businesses, because Randy asked a really good question about collectors versus like hedge fund managers and people like companies that would come in and buy up our NFTs for investment purposes, I think. And, so there is something like that happening in the future, guys. If you think that this Amazing Fantasy is just going to be held by collectors who are looking to flip, that's not going to be the case. It looks like we're going to have like businesses buying these things up or whatever potentially and holding them as like little investment packages. I don't know, right? I don't know how they're going to do it or what, but I have two businesses. I have a collectibles business, all right? Like literally with a business license and the whole deal. you know, and so if I can KYB that business and actually buy collectibles here in part as a part of my business, as opposed to just doing it personally as a collector, that's something I will do. I will be doing that, and I know people will as well. The calm before the storm. I know this is exactly what we're talking. Go watch David's, you know, thing. I mean, that was a great question. You know, Randy's got the best questions, right? He always asks the good stuff, and everybody else in that was there, they asked some good questions too. I'd watch it over. I'm going to be watching it over again. It's been spliced out, right? Richard 313. 3113 got super lucky with AF15C common number 720 on the drop. Should I sell it to get back 2 commons or keep the one at lower mint? Thanks. Well, I always think having an extra 2 could be a really important, you know, could be great. So if you want to flip that and buy 2, I would do it. But the lower mints, man, that's such a nice thing, man. That lower mint common is like, whew, that's big. It's a bit harder to sell because, you know, it's a lower mint. So I don't know. Maybe you just hold, right? You're going to lose on the selling fee, right? You're going to lose some of those fees, some of those things right there. Nice mint. Yeah, I know, right? Happy birthday to Hananu. Anyone else's birthdays, let us know. Derpy Von Trapp, what do you think of the guys who said that AF15 will be 400 in a month and that FOMO's keeping it high? I have 3 commons. Yeah, I kind of addressed that before. Now, I can't tell you what the market's going to do, but I can tell you this. If it's at 400, it will be gobbled and swept and eaten by people who are not interested in flipping it, you guys. There's only 6,000 of them. This is not a 48,000 edition a common. All right. So I know people want to say that, and I just do not, I just do not agree with that. Now, I said in my last video, if that happens and it goes down to 150 gems, okay, I'll come on here and I'll say, you know, I was wrong, you were right. But then I'm going to immediately buy about 10 of them. And I will send the price back to 300 alone. Okay, I'll crack my credit card out. All right, and I know a lot of people will. So I just don't see it. It's not possible. I mean, anything is possible, but it's going to take something bigger to come to knock it off. And I put my video out about what I think the only things that can happen. And this is my opinion. That's it. Doesn't mean I'm right. It's just my opinion. But I think I'm right. If you have extra cash, would you be stacking Amazing Spider-Man 1 commons in the 30s for 5 to 10 year hold? That could be a great thing too, you guys. You know, that could be a great play as well. If you're stacking them in the 30s, you could sell them back in the 60s eventually soon and double your money. I mean, if you just want to think about just even in a couple months from now, you think that Amazing Spider-Man number 1 common is going to stay at 30 forever? I don't think so. There's a lot of additions though, so I believe Dragon Ball Z could also have the effect on Amazing Fantasy. I wish we could get Ninja Turtles, especially the classic comic. Yeah, those would be great as well. I don't think those will touch Amazing Fantasy. I think that's a completely different fandom. But, you know, hey, anything big that comes in could take away from anything, right? So it's true, right? But I think it'll take away from other stuff first. We saw what happens. The Grails are usually the last to get hit. But, you know, some people can just floor their Grails. They don't care. Action Comics 1 is the greatest cover ever, regardless of value. It is very close to the greatest cover ever. I do agree with you, Derpy. Action Comics 1, if it ever came here, that would be a monster as well. But I think people would liquefy everything else before they would do Amazing Fantasy. You know, I think you'd want to have both, right? Of course, right? I really like Batman 1 cover with Batman and Robin swinging. I know, it's so beautiful. Man, those early like golden age comics are so unbelievable, you guys. Wasn't Action Comics 1 launched on HRO as an NFT? Yeah, it's the card. I have a bunch of them, but it's not a readable comic, right? Yeah, I don't think that will be AF15 because it's technically not going to be an FA. Well, the comic book itself is a fully readable comic book would be, Jason, but the likeness of the cover, it's not the actual cover. It's just the art on the cover from the HRO card. So it's not the actual like full cover with all of the details, and it's not a readable comic. So it would still be, it wouldn't be an FA like in the same way. I do agree with you there. So yeah, that's why I don't really think we're going to get that. I don't think we're getting DC Comics in this app anytime soon, everybody. So if anyone's banking on that, I don't think so, right? X-Men number 1, 1991 would be a cool fold-out cover. That would be cool too, for sure. That would be cool. AF15 not going below 400. Yeah, I can't see it because people will just buy it like me, right? Humbloo, Good morning, MC. Love your streams. Do you think recent Tara McPherson drops are undervalued? Yeah. Check it out. I don't own any of them, but check it out. Let's go to the collectibles right here. Let's see which ones are at the top. Let's get rid of that. Okay, usually it shows up right here because it's recent. So there's Tara McPherson there. Look at this one. Okay, it's not showing here. We'll click on this one just for reference. Oh, I can't get it. I can't get it. It's not showing it. You know how it sometimes does that? Let's go. Let's cruise down here. Where is she? I want to take a quick look at this because the main one only has like, what, 600 or 500 editions of it? Whew. So scarce, you guys, and so beautiful. Where is it here? Did I miss it, everybody? I think I might have missed it. Where is she? Did I miss it? I hope I didn't miss it. I'm sorry if I missed it here. Patrick Hughes. Where are you? Come on now. Guys, what's it under again? What's it under? I wish it would just show up right away. Is it under Decon? It's under Decon, isn't it? Right here. There it is. There she is. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. And Allison stuff. And I like these little sket ones. And I like these. I like all this stuff. I just can't buy them because I'm going all into the comic. But look at this. 110. There's only 666 of this. It's so scarce. Look at the other collectibles and art in the app that's got that. So I definitely think that that's a great one, guys. I definitely do. I don't own it right now because my 110's got to go to AF15. Jayco, you guys say you just loaded up 160 gems for the day. What's the buy? Another golden moment? Comics? I didn't load up 160 gems, but if I did, that's what I would do. I would stack up some commons, but I'm going after that Amazing Fantasy 15 uncommon one more time. We still have more $1 million comics with the upside coming out, like X-Men and Captain America 1. Yeah, definitely, man. There is some unbelievable comics that we're going to get. You know, I know we're going to get the Wolverine 181 comic in here. We're going to get a bunch of other ones, you know. And so those ones are not at the AF15 level, though. But they're $1 million comics. There's tons of them out there. Look at that. God, Marvel Spotlight number 5 for 420. That is incredible with the Ghost Rider. And just wait until he shows up in the movies shortly. He's going to be coming out anytime now, guys. They'll make an announcement. You know he's coming. Jason, I think a lot of golden moments are 90% down right now. A lot more chance to 8 and 10x from here, all-time highs. I don't see AF15 10xing from here. So you think that we're at the kind of the peak of AF15 common and it won't go up to like 7,000? So you think there's a better chance at 10xing on some of the golden moments? That could be a good play, right? If you think it's kind of high right now, for sure. You know, you've been acquiring them for sure. Totally. Do you consider Star Wars #1 Secret Rare comic a Grail? It's a Grail for me. It's a Grail for a Star Wars fan, and it is for me. And that's why I have it and I won't sell it. And I got it slabbed by Secret Rare. So, you know, the Secret Rare guys on Twitter there. So when I got my one comic that I could do, I did that one. That's how much of it is a Grail for me as a Star Wars fan. Now, not everybody has to agree, and that's okay. I just, need more Star Wars fans in here to buy it, but I don't care what it's worth at this moment because it's the first Secret Rare Star Wars collectible or anything in the world ever. And it's the first comic book, and I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it. So I think it's a Grail, Flint. Crud Lord, hey, what's up? Did you hear David you mentioning something about KYB? Yeah, we were just talking about it. Yeah, check out Dino's video too, right? So like I said, if you have a business and these big businesses want to buy some of these up and put them in like investment packages, watch out, folks. That's why this is a gift for you right now. This is what I'm talking about. This right here, okay, this comic right here, thank the stars that David and them dropped this comic now, all right? This is a gift for you. If you do not recognize this gift and you will not take the gift if you can, then I don't know what to tell you because, and a lot of the other stuff too, like not just this, everything else we got in the app, right? Star Wars #1 have a lot of secret rares. Yeah, it has more. It's 1977 of them. So that's kind of cool, right? So I like it. It's, like I said, guys, it really depends on like who the fandom is, right? It's like I said, Boba Fett's price is low. It's because the Star Wars, there's not the amount of Star Wars fans in here. That's just what it is. Now we all done KYC. What the capital gains tax for flipping NFTs now on Veve? So Andy, the way I look at it, and this is not financial advice, and this is not, I'm no financial advisor, but I've talked to my accountants up here in Canada, and until I cash my gems out, there is no taxable thing for me, because it's the gems that go into fiat. That's where I actually have to pay my taxes on it, and it's like income at that point for me. That's how it was explained to me, and that's how I'm going with it. So, if I take my gems and I liquefy them into fiat or into like crypto, all right, it's not until if I do it into fiat, like into my bank account, then I get that income and I have to pay income tax on that, right? That's the way it was explained to me. Now, if I take it and I put it into OMI, now this is not the way it might be for you. So please do your research, talk to an accountant, look at your taxes in your country. I'm not telling you this is the way it is. This is how I got it explained to me, okay, from my accountant, all right, with my business. So if I take it and I put the gems, because the gems aren't anything, they're not currency, they're nothing. They're just they're in like an in-app currency, like a game token. Like if you played a video game, they're like that. And so once I put that into like crypto, okay, there's no taxable event there. But once I cash the crypto into fiat, then there's a capital gain for me. Do you understand? So that's how it works for me. And that's what I'm doing, right? But you guys tell me what you're going to do, but do your own research in that area. I'm not going to make a video about that and tell people what to do, because there's too many different countries, regions, taxes. But it's not until I cash out that I actually have to pay all these little purchases and things I'm doing right here. I have to keep track of the amount of gems I put in and the amount of gems I take out. If I take out 3 times as more gems, there's my gain, right? If 15 is a borderline, Fantastic Four 5 is borderline Grail. It's a massive Grail. Look at this. I'll go to my collection, and I don't mind. I always show you guys what I got. I'm all good. My secret rares took a bit of a hit, guys. Oh, my secret rares. I had to liquefy like about 8 of them. There's my Fantastic Four 5. Oh, the power of this comic. All right, look at it. I love it. It's a monster, and the floor is thin. All this stuff is great. That's why I love the secret rare comics, the big ones, right? Remember, now this is now number 6 in the app in value. So it's up there. Double Quill, I have a ton of comics, some rare ones that would have been worth a lot if they weren't banged up from childhood. I like NFTs because I don't have to worry about damage, dust, storage. I know, right? That's why it's a whole new category. It's not a reprint, Fantastic Four 5 is great. Yeah, this comic, you guys, wait till Doom shows up. And he's coming. And I've said this before. Dr. Doom, okay, for today's kids, could be the Darth Vader of this generation. I know that might sound weird, right? But Darth Vader, tons of people grew up knowing him. He's like the ultimate villain, blah, blah, blah. And a lot of people saw him again. The kids are seeing him. My kids, they're over 10 years old. They're like in that range. So they know Vader from the movies, the original movies and all that, and Anakin and the whole deal. And they just watched the Obi-Wan show and all that. And Rogue One, he made an appearance and blah, blah, blah. But in terms of a prominent present movie villain, Dr. Doom is about to arrive. And there's going to be a ton of kids who grow up now, go into those movies in this new phase of Marvel that never saw Infinity Saga, that never saw Thanos and any of those guys. They're going to grow up watching this group, and this guy right here, if he shows up, and the way that they could do it, he could be their Vader. You have to think about stuff like that, because later on they're going to go after him, right, when they get older. Okay. Dr. Doom FA will increase in value. Yeah, exactly. I was just saying that. Yeah, you're transforming a pretty nice in real life physical collection for an NFT collection. I'm doing the same thing. I'm getting to 50% by December. I made a whole video about that. I'm going 50% digital. Another Dimension in Calgary is a favorite comic shop. Thank you so much, Dustin. I will check out Another Dimension. Thank you so much. I'll Google that as soon as I get off here. That's great. Because I'm going to go in there and try to find something, man. I appreciate that. I'm going to make a note of that. Hold on a sec. I'm going to take a picture of that so I don't forget, because I will forget. Taking a picture. I'm taking a picture of that comment, Dustin. Just so it's just easier, right? I have it on my phone. Thank you so much. So, what makes Veve Comics so special? The blockchain. Yes, indeed, my friend. They're brand new. This is a new thing. This is not a reprint. If they can make Doctor Doom part that is intense as Magneto movie was, it'd be pretty cool. Yeah, it's going to be crazy, guys. I completely agree. These comics are not reprints. They're a completely new type of asset class, almost like a digital license, in my opinion. And with Marvel backing Veve, yeah, they're not some reprint, guys, some facsimile or whatever you call it. They just aren't that. It's not that. So that's not accurate to call it that. And so, yeah, and I know I totally agree. You're selling my 63-mint Boba Fett. Oh, Demo, don't do it. Flynn Marco, all you need to know about the NFT physical comic world is look at the streamers for physical comics and compare the NFT to streamers who are half their age. Yeah, good point right there. I meant with my question, what are we leaving physical comics behind, which is somehow unfair to them? I know this technology is disruptive. I wouldn't be here. Oh, yeah, no, I didn't think you meant anything about that, De Harbinger. I agree. But what's happening, and this is what's actually happening too, is that the Veve comics are creating comic book collectors in the real world. So people are actually in Veve, okay, NFT people who never bought a comic book in their life. And believe me, I know, because these comics that I'm sending out today to my members of my channel, okay, like these comics here, right? A lot of people that get them by owning a drop head and stuff, they've never owned a comic before. And so I've sent them to them. You won, you got rewarded a real life comic. They're like, this is my first ever comic. And now they're going to comic book shops and buying comics. Veve's creating in real life comic collectors. So it's not taking away from it. And that's what the comic book collectors, the comic book people, the dealers have to understand. And that's what they have to start recognizing, is that this is an opportunity for them to like gain a ton of new customers to get into the actual physical. And that's why I'm handing out, that's why I'm literally handing out the physical copy of the Veve stuff, because like you match them up. You don't, it doesn't replace it, right? Veve Vault. I'm not sure that one-of-one auction will work. It might stream to finish to watch Dr. Prophet battle Ray Fixie. Oh yeah, the big times, right? For sure. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. You know, I don't know about that, right?
If somebody notices them.
Okay, well, you have to open it up. I can't get in. Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm in my hotel room here. Yeah. Education knows. I think MC can make a Doctor Doom part of their main villains in the Big Bay. Definitely, right? Definitely. You'll bid the highest of the one-on-ones. I'm not going for the one-on-ones. I'm just watching them. Check out the AF-15 rare floor. Let's do it. What's going on with AF-15 rare floor? What's going on with that? Let's go. Boom. Boom. You want to see the rare floor? Let's see it. 750. Like I said, there's one there. This hasn't changed since earlier. There's one, then it goes right back to 8. Then right here, 720. Yep. It was down at 700, but some people bought those. 412. It still hasn't cracked 300. Come on. Somebody list on 300. Let's go. Derpy picked up the Simpsons Golden Moment set this morning for 420. Derpy, that is incredible. I got it. Oh, man. I got to get that one more uncommon. I don't know why, but I need to get one more uncommon Amazing Fantasy 15, and then I can start doing that, because these are just crazy, right? Flint Marco, 20 years from now, F-15 was the highest priced comic book in the world. I think so. But that Action Comics 1, you guys, is just incredible. Olex, how you doing? Uncommon again. The only gold moment with a signature. Yeah, I know. Those are great, right? Dustin, the uncommon is the only other original cover. I know. You got to think of it that way, everybody, with this comic, and we'll talk about the other ones, but this is the only original cover, and there's only 6,000 of them. This is the other original cover as well. So what I love is that they're all pretty much the same. Oh, by the way, let's check out the secret rare price. Just under 20K. Oh, man. If you landed that on the drop, Dino, I love it if you landed that on the drop. Let's check out Groot. I really want to check out this comic because I haven't talked about this even at all. And this is a really nice comic, everybody. And I think it's showing that it's nice because look at the common. Okay, it's right at retail. Usually this goes under retail. Now this was just above, right? But this is a nice comic. I will be picking up some of those. And if you notice, the common cover is now taken over from the uncommon. Look at that. But the uncommon is caught up. This was 5 gems the other day. It's catching up, guys. I just wanted to quickly do this one right here. The rare. The rare is 1280. That is a joke for a rare. Really good. Remember, this is the lower edition sized ones too. This is not the 21. This is not the 30,000 edition. This is the, what is it, 20,000? The ultra rare is at 27. That's really nice too. But then look, the secret rare. I will pick one of these up. Definitely. It's 178. I'm hoping it drops down to 150 or so. And that's my buy. That's my buy range. I don't know if it will, but I'm waiting for it to go down to that level. And I will be picking this one up because it's a lot of fun. I don't know what you guys think about Groot, but I think that's a good one, right? Seven said, I got a common AF-15 on the drop holding it. Man, that is so incredible. I didn't get one on the drop. Yeah, the Groot. I know, we just talked about that. Someone swept the floor on 3 of the Ultra Amazing Spider-Man 252s yesterday. There were 3 in the 4.4 to 5K range. Now it's back up a ton. Yeah, man, that comic, that's the little brother, but it's actually worth way more because of the edition sizes. So is it the little brother or is it the big brother? It's incredible, right? Tron, should I get a common or uncommon Boba to complete that set or snag an uncommon Vader to complete that set? Okay, so I would personally take the Vader set first. That's what I would do, Tron. Then you can go get the Boba set anytime you want because, you know, it's pretty cheap right now, right? So, but that's what I would do. That Vader set, if you complete it, and the uncommon Vader is like just under 100, isn't he? Let's look at this. Let's go to the market really quick. I want to check this out. Let's go to collectibles. Come on, Vader. Sometimes he pops up right there, but otherwise I have to look for him in here. I could type in Vader, but then what happens? It doesn't get to the part I like. So here's the uncommon Vader. Look at him. He's under 100. I already knew this was under 100. I've been watching him. So you pick up an uncommon Vader under 100. Great deal. And then the common's still pretty steady. 112. I think it was like 117 for the longest time. It's right around that level. So you can see he's doing good. And then, like, you know, when is the ultra rare going to jump up again? $13.99. Nobody's buying these right now off of you. If you want to sell this, they want you to do it lower. So you guys here at the bottom here, drop it another 200 and you'll sell it. That's what people want. But are you willing to do that? Oh man. Will crypto to NFT be available in the one of one? I don't know, right? I have no idea. We'll see what happens. We'll look for that announcement today. Kobe, this is fun. I know it's totally fun. And guys, you got to go to Kobe's channel, man. He's been putting out good vids, man. Really great vids. And I saw you, like I said, on Randy's Monster Power stream. That was incredible, that stream. I don't think I've seen anything like it. If you want to talk about something we've never seen before, that stream. And then I heard whispers that he might do something even bigger later on. Oh my goodness. So crazy, right? Pong, do you think AF-15 is keeping the Groot drops at retail for now? Sure, I think it's keeping everything low right now, man. It's keeping everything low. But it's in the accumulation period. People are buying it up. They're accumulating it. And some people are trying to take some profits on it. It's good. You'll put your money on the first Spider-Man Marvel. Yeah, there you go, man. You know, that Spider-Man is great. AF-15 common is worth 2.5K minimum. Eventually, is that what you think? It'll go up there? It definitely could. How many secret rares on Veve are worth more than the AF-15 common? Not many. A few. Yeah, this is the crazy part. It's the crazy part. So I like to use an app. Okay, let's just do this really quick. I like to use an app called Vault Value. Now you can do that. You can do all sorts of stuff on Vault Value. You could, with other apps and stuff. But this is the one I like to use right here. Okay, this is just a quick reference, right? So you go to the market right here. This little app, you just download it. Go to comics right there. Add your filters. Or actually, don't even add filters. Just sort from high to low. Okay, so here's the tippity top of the tops. If you guys can see this, Amazing Spider-Man 252, of course, $500,000, only one listed. Amazing Fantasies, of course, the number one like normal comic we have, right? And then we have the ultra rare Amazing 252. Okay, so we can count. Those are so scarce; they're hard to even but that one's there. Marvel Comics at 13. Then there's a big drop off to Fantastic Four 1, Avengers 8. By the way, Avengers 8, like I said, because of Kang coming, I put that video out, best comic in the app for its value. It's Amazing Fantasy is better, of course, now, but I still put Avengers 8 as my #1 comic in the app for future reference point, everybody. If you can get your hands on that, because Kang's coming up in February and next summer. And it's the same edition sizes as the Amazing Fantasy. Think about that. Then we have Spider-Man 1, and then we have Amazing Fantasy Ultra Rare. But look down here. Okay, in terms of the common, we'll scroll down. Secret Rare Daredevil, Secret Rare Journey into Mystery, Secret Rare Strange Tales, all this right here, okay? And then we have the common at 700, but it's actually 725. So there's only a few. There's only Mutants, Flight, Power of X, Thor. Those are all 250 mints. Strange Tales is just above. Journey into Mystery, Daredevil. Like, these are all the big time comics, and they're secret rares. It's crazy, right? It's absolutely crazy. We'll share that back right there. Let's go. Let's go back to the market really quick. Oh my goodness gracious me. Think Slinger. David was low-key hyping Fantasia on his appearance during Randy's stream. Hold on to your hats, everybody. I know, right? That Mickey hat, guys. Remember what that magic hat is all about. It's an actual character. In case you don't know, that Mickey's hat is literally like a character. It's like a living kind of toon character. I wouldn't call it a toon. It's a Disney thing, but it's not a Mickey. It's his hat, and it has its own like whatever. And people were talking about that at the beginning when it first dropped, right? So Kobe, happy Sunday. Hope you guys had a good coffee and are crushing the day. Yeah, we're doing our best, man. I hope you're recovered from being a part of that giant stream. Dang, how you doing? Oh, that 99 gem Secret Rare Ek probably sat there for 20 minutes. Yeah, I know. I love that. I bought that comic in the real world. I actually have a copy of that. I got it for like, about 20, 30 bucks. Like the common, it's really fun to look at. Can you sell sets as a whole? Not yet, but I think that would be a great thing to be able to have a thing where you can sell the whole set. That would be great. I'd love to see that in the market. Pay, how you doing? Yep, David mentioned Patrick Hughes for Decon at the beach. Price pumped from 130 to 200. Yeah, so like I said, this Decon stuff, we're going to get more artist stuff. It's going to be really cool, right? Look at the AF-15 rare floor right now. Yeah, we looked at it. Did you buy it now? Okay, we're looking at the rare again. 750. Okay, we're looking at it. Oh! Was that you, Stanthro? Did you do that? I don't own this comic. I don't own the rare, but I love it. This is what I'm talking about. Stanthro, did you do that? Did you do that? Dude. That's what I'm talking about, folks. Buckle up. Buckle up. How many are left on this? 149. Impressive. Did you do that, Stanthro? Let us know. Was that you? Did you just sweep it up? Wow, dude. Dustin, rare and ultra rare based original cover, but the common and the uncommon are the original cover. Yeah, for sure. I'm still looking at this. Did you sweep that on us here? I love it. Jayco, we are watching these comments closely. If a technology or accessories come for these NFTs, such as glasses, physical interactive displays for your comics and collectibles, yeah, man, this is a whole new medium. So if you see anybody calling this a reprint or like a copy, they're just wrong. This is just not, it's not that at all. Believe me, I'm a comic book collector. I know what a reprint is. This is not that. This is brand new. This is different. These are new items. And this is the first one. Okay, so, this NFT thing, there's not like going to be a whole other grouping of other stuff that comes out that's different from NFTs. That's like, this is a whole new, this is the cusp of a new like way of interacting with the world. And this is the first one. So you're right, Jaco. What are your thoughts on D23 coming September? It seems like there will be something big on the drop. Last year we broke the app with golden moments. What would you like to see? Yeah, I think we'll get another golden moment drop there. That's right. I don't know what it's going to be, but that's what I think is going to happen. And I think personally, and this is just speculation, I think we're going to get a partners utility announcement. I'm serious, you guys. I really do. I keep hearing it. All right. And I'm not hearing it from like, I keep hearing it. I don't believe me. I don't know the Veve guys. I know Alex came on my stream and was so incredible. That was my first time ever talking to a Veve member, the Veve staff member. That was so incredible. You just bought another Winnie the Pooh. Nicely done. 108. That's a great deal. You sold one of my 2 crates to help buy another AF-15. Nicely done. I like that move personally. Kobe, Jayco, at 100% and already very close. You'll be able to wear your AR glasses and have hand tracking, grab comic entities off your shelf and flip through them like any book. I know, Kobe, it's crazy in the metaverse. It's just, who knows? It's going to be awesome. You just bought a Pooh as well for 100. Groot, yeah. You bought the Steamboat Willie Ultra Rare for $6.99 yesterday. Stanthrow, if you just swept up the thing right here, and you bought a Steamboat Willie for $6.99, you are killing it, dude. You are killing it right now. And by the way, I love the logo. Very cool logo. Did you make that logo? That's so cool. Pay, sell blue chips, buy into AF-15 common, pump, sell, rinse, repeat. I know, right? I know. You'll be able to walk up close with your art with your AR glasses. I know. You'll be able to, yeah, exactly. Just see it up close, like the beautiful art on Veve. Ultra Rare Boba Fett taking a hit. Yeah, I know, right? People are, like I said, he'll have his day. Believe me. Look, here's my Boba Fett collection. I'm happy with it. I got them at good prices. I'm just going to stick with it. It's all good. I'm not selling them. 188. Totally fine. Look, I paid $225. I'm okay. This is Boba Fett, man. I'm holding on to those. No worries at all. That's long term down the road on me. I'm all good on that one. I got to get another Silver Surfer too, by the way. At 80, I got to get another silver. Yeah, it's taking a bit of a hit, but that's okay. Everything's taking a hit. But that's all right. Kryptoni, keep dropping lightsabers for 19 and Poos for 100. I'm stacking. Please and thank you. I know. I saw you say that. I think on Twitter you did think about I think it was about the lightsabers, right? Crazy. With Zuck's touch tech, you'll be able to feel your NFT paintings. Oh, so Zuckerberg with the touch. Oh, that would be crazy, right? Yeah, I saw it. So did you do it again? Or is this is before? Oh, okay, I'm way behind in the chat, Stanthrow. Okay, thank you. So we caught you. I'm sorry I'm behind. Pokemon is a huge thing even for non-Pokemon fans. Yeah, it's big. We'll see what happens with that. Saw someone snipe 041 lightsaber for 26 gems. Oh, jeez. That is so crazy. AF-15 uncommon or uncommon Marvel Comics 1. I have AF-15 all day long. No disrespect to Marvel Comics 1, believe me. Or ultra rare Marvel Comics 1. Or AF-15 uncommon. Ooh, that's a tougher one. I'd probably take the ultra rare Marvel Comics 1 on that one. Sorry, I thought you were comparing uncommons. So I take the ultra rare Marvel Comics 1 on that one, I think. Jayco, guys, remember one thing. Some random group of people do not control the value of these collectibles. We do. Stop selling for cheap. I know. It's okay. They can sell for cheap. We'll buy them up. AF-15 will be 10K floor within a few years. I'm holding one at the moment. I won't sell it tomorrow at 1K or in 2 years at 10K. I know. I'm the same way, Kobe. I'm keeping them. Danielson sold my Ultra Vader for $13.75 and bought the Golden Moment Avenger symbol and Iron Man and bought a 1K common Vader. About to buy AF-15 uncommon only because I'm a bigger Marvel fan than Star Wars. Well, there you go. You're diversifying. You're getting some stuff. You're getting some good stuff there, Danielson, for sure. Marvelous packs. Hedge funds will buy these up. I know. Did you guys see David Yu talking on Randy's thing? a couple of people have spliced out the interview and put it up on YouTube. Go watch it today. All right. Go to the part where David asks him about collectors versus hedge fund people and KYB. Now, it's not something that's coming tomorrow, or anything like that, but we'll see what happens, right? You know, like these are going to get gobbled, you guys. Some of these ones, not everything, but we'll see. It bewilders me that most big secret rares of key comics are less than the common AF-15 by a mile. Green Goblin, Amazing Spider-Man 50, and Doc Ock are all steals. They're all crazy. The Doc Ock one, Amazing Spider-Man 3 is massive. Amazing Spider-Man 50 is great. These are all keys. Now, remember, if you look at the floors on those, though, I'll just quickly show you this, okay? Now, remember, when we talk about how low something is, like look at this one right here, okay? I own it, of course. $5.99, okay? But guys, it goes right back up super fast, okay? So it's not like there's like 100 of them like that, all right? This one's got only 30 listed. There's some people at the floor selling it for cheap, and then it's right back up where it needs to go. Look at this. No worries at all. So you buy here, you are laughing. You know how much I bought this comic? I bought it at $1,300. I'm still keeping it. I think I got a good deal on that. So, you know, they're thin, right? So it's true. That little movie floating around where the person drives around the neighborhood and checking out the Veve NFTs is cool. Yeah, that is so cool. You see what people are doing. I can't remember the name of that person who did that video, you know, who's doing all those AR videos. Somebody put it in the chat because it's so cool. Yeah, the bullish news is the hedges and KYB. Yeah, go watch it, guys. Go watch David's part in there. It's crazy. Jaco, thank you so much, my friend. You are awesome. I appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. AFM Skew. Finally got a Marvel Comics 1 common back in my vault. Managed to get a 4-digit for $125. Nicely done. Not a bot. Sell all your OMI tokens and buy Veve NFTs. A much better investment, in my opinion. Yeah, and some people would say the opposite, but we'll see what happens. So I like to have a bit of both. And if you own a drop head with the equal logo, you get OMI from me. Just for rewards. Base Lab, thinking about selling my lower tier comics and buying better Grail comics and taking a small loss to buy better Grail comics. So Base Lab, what I did, okay, and I'll show you guys because I made a video about it and you can go watch the vid, but it's okay. I'll show you right here. It'll only take me a second. I'll bring this up on screen really quick. I'll show you what I had to do because I didn't get AF-15 on the drop. Okay, so let's share my little screen right here. So this is from my previous video, okay? I'll show you this one screen right here. Bing, bing, bing. This is what I sold. This is what I had to do to get my 4. And I sold a couple of smaller like commons just to top it up when I needed to top up a few, like couple gems here and there. But those I didn't mention here because I have stacks of those. This is what I sold. This is what I had to sacrifice to get my 4. And, you know, some of these I wanted, like I totally love, and I will get them again. But this is what I had to do. And this is how I approached it. Now, you do whatever you're going to do, but this is what I did. And I talk about it in my video if you want to go watch that video, right? For sure. You know, David dropping info bombs on Randy's stream for sure. Super bullish, I know. Every time he speaks, the market pumps because what he tells you is just what's happening, right? You bought the rare for $7.95. Yeah, man. That was so great. Did you sweep it up, Stanthro? I'll catch up. Don't worry. I'm going to scroll really quick down the bottom here really quick. What is KYB? Yeah, there we go. I'm just scrolling down to see if Stanthro said something. Oh, by the way, Clever Jerk, thank you so much. I appreciate that. We're all going to be kicking ourselves for not buying more AF-15s. Thanks for the great content. Yeah, thank you, man. I really appreciate that. I'm doing my best to get one more uncommon as soon as I can here. But I appreciate the super chat. I'll just scroll back up to where I was. I don't want to miss too many comments here. Where was I? You've been on your stream for 45 minutes, and the AF-15 floors went up from 412 to 458. There you go, people. There you go. The uncommon. Oh, man. That's what I want. So this is what I did, okay? So you guys can do your own thing, but I had to do this. $350. I sold Gambit, Jubilee, Team Up with Spider-Man and Human Torch, Falcon, you know, Captain America's comic with the Falcon, Venom number 3, Strange Tales 111. Those are all secret rares I had to sell. I didn't want to sell any of them because I love them all. I will get them again. The Doctor Doom collectible, which killed me, but I had to do it. And Thor secret rare, which I sold before the comic dropped. Okay, because I needed to have something there, but I had to sell them. But I had to work for these, you guys. This was not easy, right? This was literally really difficult. Some of those sales I had to make were very difficult sales to make. I couldn't get them. I couldn't get the price I wanted on them. I had to liquefy some things for lower than I wanted, but that's what you got to do. Let's go back to the market really quick right here. Hold on one sec. Okay, so here's the uncommon. Oh, it's going even higher, Hinanu. It's going again. Oh, man. I wanted it to go under 300 so I could grab another, but oh, well. The Ultra Rare Green Goblin is awesome, you guys, that comic book. Some people say the Rise of Ultraman #1 cover is the first Marvel NFT ever as a cover, even before Marvel Comics 1. Some people say it, but Veve doesn't. So I'll just go with what Veve says. It's their first Marvel comic. But yeah, I totally know what you mean by that. You know, we'll see how it goes. Zombie Attack, let's go. MC Effect, yep, the MC Effect on AF15 uncommon 4. I never said to buy it. I said to go lower. And then people are snagging it. Oh, I should just keep my mouth shut. Go after it first. You picked up your Todd Batman today for $16.69. Nice. So you're one of the ones, JL, that actually swept it up to 2,000. Congrats to you, my friend. That is amazing. Congrats. I picked mine up for $20.50. All right, a couple months ago, and I'm still super stoked about that. Double cool. If we ever get going to DC, if we're going to get DC Comics anytime soon, the Veve team wouldn't be saying that'd be nice if we got that. They'd be totally and completely button-lipped. Yeah, I don't see it happening. One thing that I did get from talking to Alex, and this is not a quote at all, but he just mentioned how the company of DC has multiple different things going on. So you can't just like say to one, like, okay, and then they sign off on it or something. It was like, so it's going to be difficult to get them. And, you know, I can't see it happening anytime soon at all. Sniper Bay, I think we get DC. David, you liked the message and tweeted on it. I believe Dino spotted it. Yeah, this is the thing. I don't think it's going to be anytime soon, but we'll see, right? I'd love it if we did, by the way. AF15 is the true Grail. It is. It definitely is the true Grail, Flint. One thing I bombed Ting is a steal. Just over 100 gems and 50. Yeah, I know. These are so rare, you guys. They'll have their time. It's just Amazing Fantasy. It's just swallowing everything up. What's the hype with Decon? I'm new. Really don't know. So Decon has like a lot of artist drops they're going to do. And it's going to be really cool. So it's a big convention. They go to it, and they're going to have a booth there, and it's going to be super fun. So if you get a chance to go, I haven't gone to one. I'm going to the one in November, but not the London one that's coming up in September, I believe. So I would check it out. If you're anywhere nearby, go. It's going to be super fun. Wonder Woman FA seems like a nice buy these days. Totally, they're all great, especially at these prices, right? What do you think? I buy one Marvel Comic 1 or buy one Fantastic 4, one by Fantastic F1 and Amazing Spider-Man 1, like in terms of commons. Ooh, George, I would take the Fantastic Four and the Amazing Spider-Man at their current price levels, you know, then you get 2 for 1. That's what I would personally do. 2 rare Amazing Fantasy 15s or 1 Amazing Spider-Man 252. I take the Amazing Fantasy 15 all day, my friend. I would. Just what I would do, you know? Which variation of Amazing Spider-Man 252 are you talking about? Just the rare, I guess, right? I'd take the 2 rare Amazing Fantasies for sure. Be sure to offset profits with expenses and losses. True. Dear Harbinger, not the same here as in Europe. A flip is taxable if you flip your collectible in less than 12 months. Okay, for sure. But is that the same? You have to do that with real money, right? So in Veve, the gem is not real money. I know it's the equivalent, but it's not a currency. It's like a video game token. But now that we can cash out, you know, like I said, if you whatever you do, whatever you go talk to your accountants and go check your government tax regulations. I just was talking to mine here, and I've had a business for 15 years or so or more of my own. And that's how I understood it. That's how it was told to me. My accountant told me the same thing. I'll only be taxed if I withdraw the money here in Canada. Yeah, so maybe that's a Canadian thing. We'll see. But that's what I was told. But I don't want to give out info like that and do a vid like that because everybody's different. So just do your own, like go talk to whoever you need to go to. Well, this is such a new space that anything can happen, right? But all I do is if I'm reporting it, it's when I cash out, when I cash my gems into, I record that as income. If I take my gems and I turn it into OMI or like a crypto eventually, and then I sell that crypto, okay, I'll have to then, if the crypto goes up in value, I'll have to then, the capital gains is there when I sell it. If the crypto goes down in value, then I can take losses, right? But it's all income taxed. So just like if I sold a whole bunch of collectibles in my toy store, I had to pay tax on those as income, and I removed the expenses, right? So interesting. Just spend your fiat crypto on product. Don't withdraw to your bank account. For Canada, I think it's good. Yeah, same here. That's what I think. But 29% tax on all profit from a sale of a collectible in the United States. Yeah, but that's by cash in real. Like, is this categorized as that? Because you're not selling it for cash. You're selling it for gems. So your gem is what is the thing that gets turned into cash, not the comic. Do you understand? So there's that area there. Lots of NFT crypto noobs here. Well, I think we're all new to the space, guys. 1730 gems is not a Grail. It's a borderline Grail. Is that for the secret rare of FF5? That's just the lower price. Any word on the comic displays in the app? I haven't heard anything about that yet. Thoughts on Powerpuff Girl collection? I don't really have a lot of thoughts on that. They're really low mints and they're really fun. I'm not interested in any of them though myself. A bot wrong. You're taxed when you cash out. That's what I think. But we can continue that conversation as we go. Right? It's an interesting conversation, but that's how I see it. So I think I've made my position pretty clear. Right? For sure. I recently bought first Doom rare comic, 5% mint for 1.5 on the floor. Nicely done, Richard. You could probably repost that for maybe 2 times or 3 times. FF5 for 1,300, dude. That's incredible, Farid. Tron, if you had 100 gems to invest right now, what would you get? I would also lean on more a comic or a collectible. 100 gems right now. I'd probably put it into stacking commons of one of the Silver Age comics. Maybe Groot. I'd pick up a bunch of him maybe because he's just at the retail price. And I see a nice gain on that one. And you see all my recent comics, Avengers 4, the Nick Fury comic, the Thanos comic. Those are all really high level comics at really low prices on, so I would, just me, I'd probably buy those, I'm going all over. I told you I'm all over. We're actually over in Alberta, which is super fun, you guys, right? And we're making a big road trip with my fam. Vader, I bought more comics in the last 2 months than I did in the last 2 decades. We need a VV ambassadors to talk to local comic shops. Yeah, Vader V, I think we're those people, though. I've been going in. Now, the comic book vendors, they will come around because they'll see that people in VV are buying the real world comics that come to Veve. This is not a competition. This is like hand in hand. This goes together. It's creating comic book collectors, and that's what they have to understand, and we'll slowly understand. And me as a comic book dealer and collector, with my toy store business before, I saw it, but it took me a week or 2. Once I downloaded the app, I had to I didn't start buying instantly. It took me a little bit. Mohammed, yo, sup MC, picked up an amazing Spider-Man 101 ultra rare. I don't know. It was so cheap. Already have the common. Nicely done. That is such a good comic, you guys. Flint's selling all his physicals. I'm keeping half. MC, you have to refresh the web app to see the updated price on the AF-15. Okay, let's see. Or is this from before? Oh, it's at 176 now on the uncommon. What's the common doing? 744. It's going up, guys. It's going up. Let's check that rare again. Come on now. Refresh. 840 still. Oh, you guys. Hitmonkey was my first drop, and it was a big L. Any price? No, Hitmonkey's doing really well, I think, isn't it? You will not see F815 common mint 268 in the market because I am not selling. There you go, Pasternak. You think Superman will be a forgotten character 30 years from now? I don't think so, Flint. I think Superman is will never be forgotten and will always make movies and comics about him personally. Yeah, I got the price update now. Sorry, I'm right behind here. Oh my God, you can read comics on the web app. Can you read them now? I haven't been able to. Let's check it out. Let's go to my collection. Let's go to Amazing Fantasy. Let's click on it. Read it. Oh, you can. You can update it now. You can read it on the web app. Look at this. Oh. It's loading. It's slow loading because I'm in a hotel on Wi-Fi. Thank you, MFSQ. That is so cool. You can actually read it on the web app. Finally, look at that. Big, huge screen. Say, gang, we need one more guy for the dance. How about Peter Parker over there? There's this Flash Thompson right here, right? Are you kidding? That bookworm would know a cha-cha from a waltz. Peter, and this, I think this is Gwen Stacy right here. Peter Parker, he's Midtown High's only professional wallflower. Spider-Man, if you like costume heroes confidentiality, we in the comic mag business refer to them as long underwear characters. And as you know, they're a dime a dozen. But we think you may find our Spider-Man just a bit different. That is so cool. We can totally read it, you guys. This is great. This is great. Secret Rare was at 115, the group book. I know, right? You bought 5 fets? I know. I have 24 fets. I have 28 fets. Congrats, MC, on getting 3 hours of this, getting to his 3 hours of his 24 hours. I am not going 24 hours head stash. No way in the world. I cannot do that. Those guys are animals over there. Double cool. There are so few Thor 338 in the app. I'm just waiting for someone to scoop those up bargains. Yeah, it's the same mint numbers, right? Johnny Dunn, how you doing? Good to see you today, my friend. Oh, I'm waiting for another drop so I can tune into your drop streams. Johnny Dunn, the man. And by the way, I love your Twitter page, everybody. Follow Johnny Dunn on Twitter. He's always tweeting out super gems and magic. I love it, man. I love it. Thanks for coming. I appreciate you. Hopefully you're still here because this is like half an hour ago, these comments. If Mickey had as a character, then why did Veve take away the FA tag? I thought I bought it with the FA and then they took it away and it sunk. I love Veve, but that was not cool. Yeah, I really wish they didn't do that either because I think it's an FE because it's not a like. I really don't know. I can't explain it. People talk about that hat as like being like self-aware. So, it's interesting, right? So, Kryptoni, did you do the sweeping? You got my third uncommon AF-15. Should I hold long-term them? I'm keeping them. Where do you think Avengers 4 is heading? I just think it's going up just slowly over time. It's such a massive comic, such a massive comic, you guys. Tron, September 8th is also NFL kickoff day. Will we see? Oh, that would be so cool if we get some NFL stuff, guys. That's a whole side factor that I don't even know about, some sports stuff. I don't know if we get individual team, like individual names, like people, but I have no idea about any of that with the NFL. We'll see, right? You have an uncommon AF-15, mint 251. Should I hold? It's up to you, Dr. Tito. You could put it on the floor for super high, see if it sells, and then you could rebuy a whole bunch, get a bunch of commons or whatever. It's up to you, man, right? Hinanu, since we're in the month of August and with the 60th anniversary of Spider-Man, do you think they'll have another Spider-Man drop? Perhaps Miles Morales. Oh my goodness. Hinano, you're bringing the fire there. Miles Morales, the collectible figure, like in the app, that would be something else, my man. Why not? We're in the month. Remember, Vader dropped at the end of May, not the beginning. Let's keep our eyes open, you guys. That's so great. I appreciate that. I'd stack Amazing Spider-Man 14 if I could. Look at those prices. I know, it's crazy. Isaac got Homer and Bart for $350. You got 357 for 357. That's crazy. Jan got that Vader at you're waiting for Vader at 1200. Yeah, well, maybe that'll happen. Keep looking. You bought Uncommon AF-15. Nicely done. You guys are sweeping it up. What would you do with the 09 skateboard as The Simpsons came out in 89? I feel obligated to forever hodl. Yeah, man, that's crazy. I don't know. This is the golden moment, right? I don't know, man. I don't know what it would go to. You could keep holding that if you want. That would be a great one to hold, for sure. Do you think there will be a brick and mortar store selling physicals to Veve NFTs? Will it come from Veve, or can a current collectible shop add a Veve section? So Vader V, I've talked about this numerous times, where I had a collectible store up until a year ago. And then I closed the store for a lot of different reasons. But I had it for 5 years. And if I didn't know about Veve then, because Veve didn't exist, I closed it like literally 1 year ago. So I would have had a section of Veve stuff, especially when transfers were here. I would have had them all up there on the wall next to the actual originals. Like I would have had combinations and a whole section. And this is what I think bricks and mortar stores got to get on board with. You got to start having a section of NFTs and stuff. You can just transfer them. You can still do off-app transactions, you know, like in some ways, right? Now, I know they don't want you to do it for gems and stuff here, but once they bring transfers back or trades even, then there's all sorts of possibilities that could open up. And I would have totally done it. I would have done it. And it would have been a no-brainer for me. So, you know, if anyone's owning a shop and you're holding off, you got to get in this game. They go together. They're not competition, right? Would you rather have Amazing Spider-Man 3 Secret Rare Mint number 1964, 2001, or 2004? FA Doc on screen appearances. I'd take the 1964 for sure, man. Who posted David's part? So I think it was posted by the Gale, and I know Dino, and most likely Randy, because it was his stream. Maybe a few others, so check it out. KYB is that Know Your Business. So they were talking a little bit about this, about businesses buying up stuff for investment purposes. Check Amazing Spider-Man 252 Ultra Rare Floor. Oh, okay. But I want to read this comic. Look. Look, here's Flash over here. Look at this. But alas, when other teenagers can sometimes unwittingly be so very cruel to a shy young man. Sally, I was wondering if you're busy tonight, says Peter. Peter, for the upteenth time, you're just not my type. Not when dreamboats like Flash Thompson are around. I admire your good taste, doll. Get lost, bookworm. He pushes him. Oh my God. Okay, how do I get out of this? Do I go back to there? Oh, look, you can scroll through the whole thing. Look at this. There's the secret rare cover. This is so cool, you guys. I'm sorry. This is the best. Look at him. I've seen it with my own eyes and I still don't believe it. Look at this. This is so cool. Look at the moment right here. The moment when he let this guy go. He's all like, I'm from Life Magazine. We'll pay any price for a picture. Sign with me. I'll put you in the movies. Wait, we want an interview. See my agent, boys. I'm busy. This is when he gets all cocky. And then, whew, rid of him at last. What's going on? Hey, stop, thief. If you get him, he gets to the elevator, he'll get away. He made it. He goes, I'm safe now. That cop can never get out of the lobby as fast as this high-speed elevator. Lucky that goon in the costume didn't stop me. And then this police officer's like, what's with you, mister? All you had to do is trip him. Sorry, pal. I'm through with your job. That's your job. I'm through being pushed around by anyone. I'm looking out for anyone but just number one. So you can see he's being pushed around and bullied. So it's so cool, right? It's like just like the movie. And we go all the way down here. And then the story actually ends right here. And then we have like a bell ringer, another story right at the end here, which is kind of cool. So you can see him right here. Oh, no. With great power comes great responsibility. So how do I get out of this? Okay, I can just X out there. Okay, there we go. That's so cool. You can read the comic, you guys. Right on the app. Maybe I'm late to the game on that, but let's just quickly check the prices really quick again. We're coming up to close to the end of the stream here, guys. I'll skip through the chat and answer some questions. The ultra rare is at 28. This one got swept up to 840. The uncommon moving back up. Look, it's almost at 500 again. Look, there's only a couple listings. And then the common sitting at 744 to 750. Oh my goodness. The incredible part about Veve is there are opportunities everywhere. The token will eventually have its moment as well. I know, totally, right? Let me scroll down here, guys. She-Hulk #1 could drop this week. It could. In real life, that comic's been going down in value, though. It hasn't been rising, so I don't see it as a big impact in the app. It's kind of funny that way, right? Let's scroll down. Jeff right here. How you doing? Thanks for joining my channel, by the way. Landed an uncommon AF-15 on the drop and have an Amazing Spider-Man 252 uncommon I bought on the secondary several months ago. I love how they look together side by side. I know they're so great. And thanks for becoming a drop head holder, Jeff. That was super fun. Hinana says the fact that David confirmed businesses are emailing Veve to KYC as a corporate account is very telling. Yeah. So businesses are, so go watch that little interview. He talks about how businesses are trying to get in here, guys. They're trying to get in here. Okay. Fro Comey, good to see you. Good morning. Great to see you in live streaming today. Will you be going for 24 hours like Randy? No, I will not. I cannot do that. Randy's a monster in a good way, like in a good way. He's like, yeah, that guy's on another level, guys, in terms of being able to live stream like 24 hours, 30. And everyone that joined him, it was such a cool thing. I was driving. Otherwise, I would have tried to get in there and chat with everybody. It would have been fun. And to see David there, that was so cool too. And remember, they said, don't live stream for 30 hours. David's not going to come on just if you live stream for 30 hours. Okay. That was just the thing. They messaged him. He wanted to come on. So really quickly, how I heard about Veve. So my friend who's into crypto asked me if I'd seen the comics on Veve. This is back like last September. And I said, no, I hadn't seen them. And he said, well, check it out. So I downloaded the app. I looked in the app. I saw the comics. I didn't buy anything. I kind of flipped around for a bit. I put the phone away. I didn't look at it for a couple of days. Then I knew that there was a drop coming. It was a Spider-Man drop, a comic. And it was like, it was the Web of Spider-Man. It was, I believe, the Ben Reilly comic. And so I went for that. I got one. I was like, oh, this is cool. And that's sort of what got me going. And that was all the way back in like October, early October last year. That's how I got into it. Let's just scroll down a bit here. Sorry if I'm missing anyone's comments, because nobody ending it up pretty soon, right? I see a whole new vid section. You can read a whole secret rare comic book to us, like some comics we folks can't get in the audio book, but you'll be live. I know, we should do that totally, right? Todd's almost back to 2K. Superman's on the rise as well. This is great, you guys. Pavel says, Mycollectables, love you, man. Always. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Emulating your next move. Love this game. We got the next smart move. This is huge. Can't wait for the points. Let's go. I know, right? Of course, man. I'm always trying to read all your comments. Sorry if I miss anyone's comments here, guys. There's a lot, and I was really behind here. I'm catching up now. All our stuff's undervalued. Zombie Attack News. Veve does no mass marketing, and it's all down low. Congrats to all holding. MC points for holders will be rewarding. So this is what I'm talking about. Just as I make a last point here, one of the last points. Be thankful that we're early here, and thank David and those guys for giving us this opportunity before these businesses get in. You know, this is like they gave us Amazing Fantasy 15 before all these businesses get in here. Think about that. All right. The drop. How you doing? Look at my hat right here. I know. Look, guys, I'm going to blow it up for you. Check it out. It's like my favorite thing. Look at the sides right here. Super nice, super comfortable. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it big time. You guys are legends. Go check out everything the drop's doing, guys, and buy one of the hats too. Jaco, thanks for the super sticker. I appreciate you. And Hinanu, thank you too. Thanks so much. I appreciate that. Oh, I'll check that. Okay, I'll check the ultra rare floor. Don't worry. Don't worry. Jaco, thank you so much. I appreciate it again, my friend. You're the best. Yeah, I had no idea most of Amazing Fantasy 15 was the base of the movie. That's amazing. I know. So that's what I'm going to do, guys. This is what I'm going to do right here. Okay. Okay. This is what we're going to do. Let's go to the preview. Okay. I'm going to hide this right here. Bing. Okay, everybody. I'm going to read it before I go. We're going to read it here together, guys. It's story time on Veve. Let's read it, okay? We read the first page. Let's go to the second page. There's Uncle Ben over there. Look at that. Okay, let's go. I don't want to do the full preview like this. I want to get back to, let's go out here. Hold on a second. Let's get out of here. We got to do it this way. Let's go to collection. I'm going to read this to you guys. It's story time. Let's read the comic. Let's do it. All right. And then we'll get out of here. Okay, we did the first page right here. Let's go to the next one right here. Okay, I'll read it. Should I do it? Should I do it like this? No, I'll do it with my face right here. That way you guys can see. I'll put my face down in the, should I do the, I'll put it in the side. I'll put it in the side over here. Okay, let's go. As you may have gathered, Peter Parker was far from being the biggest man on campus, but his Uncle Ben thought he was a pretty special lad. You're not fooling me, Petey. I know you're awake and it's time for school. Gosh, Uncle Ben, you're worse than a room full of alarm clocks. As for Pete's Aunt May, she thought the sun rose and set upon her nephew. I cooked your breakfast, your favorite breakfast, Petey, wheat cakes. Don't fatten him up too much, dear. I can hardly out-wrestle him now. Oh. So he's well-loved, you guys. Oh. The faculty at Midtown High were also fond of the clean-cut, hard-working honor student. Keep up the good work, Peter Parker. You're a sure rate to scholarship when you graduate. I'll do my best, sir. But alas, some other teenagers can sometimes unwittingly be so very cruel to a shy young man. Sadly, Sally, I was wondering if you're busy tonight. Peter, for the upteenth time, you're just not my type. Not when dreamboats like Flash Thompson are around. I admire your good taste, doll. Get lost, bookworm. Ugh. Look, there's a great new exhibit at the Science Hall tonight. Would any of you like to go with me? Science Hall? Pfft. You stick to science, son. We'll take the chicks. Yes, for some, being a teenager has many heartbreaking moments. See you around, bookworm. Give our regards to Atom Smashers, Peter. Someday I'll show them. Sob. Someday they'll be sorry. Sorry they laughed at me. And he goes to the science exhibit. And for a few minutes later, Peter forgets the taunts of his classmates as he is transported to another world, the fascinating world of atomic science. And now for a demonstration of how we can control radioactive rays here in the laboratory. But as the experiment begins, no one notices a tiny spider descending from the ceiling in an almost invisible strand of web. A spider whose fate has been given a starring and brief role to play in the drama we call life. Bzzz, it zaps. Accidentally absorbing the fantastic amount of radioactivity, the dying insect, in a sudden shock, bites the nearest living thing a split second before the life ebbs from its radioactive body. Ow! A spider! It bit me! But why is it burning so? Why is it glowing that way? My head feels strange. I need some air. Looks like our experiment unnerved young Parker. Too bad he must have a weak stomach. What's happening to me? I can feel different, as though my entire body is charged with some fantastic energy. Honk, honk. His car almost runs him down, right? Wrapped in his thoughts, Peter doesn't hear the auto, which narrowly misses him, until the last instant. And then, unnoticed by the riders, he unthinkingly leaps to safety. But what a leap it is! That was one egghead who won't be daydreaming anymore when he crosses the street. You can say that again. What's come over me? I'm scaling the wall as easily as I can walk. Look, Mommy, at the man walking up the side of the building. Sorry, that was my little kid voice. I hope you don't mind. That's how all little kids sound. That's the last horror movie I'll be taking you to, young man. Oh, she doesn't even believe him. She doesn't even look. It's so funny. It's incredible. I've reached the roof in a few seconds. What's this? I crushed a steel pipe as though it was paper. So in the comic, he gets his powers like right away, you guys. He doesn't go to bed overnight or anything like that. It's the spider. It has to be. Somehow, in some miraculous way, the bite has transferred its power to me. I can walk down this cable as effortlessly as the spider can glide along its web. I've got to have time to think. I've got to plan what to do with this unbelievable ability which fate has given me. So a few minutes later, This will be a good chance to test my power again. $100 to the man who can stay in the ring 3 minutes with Crusher Hogan. So if you remember the first movie, that was the Macho Man, right? And that was Bonesaw. Remember? Filled with excitement, Pete races back to home and I'll put some old clothes on and leave my glasses here. But what if I fail? I don't want to be a laughing stock. I have to find some way to disguise myself. So this is the reason he gets to disguise everybody so he doesn't get embarrassed again, right? A few minutes later, I'll try that $100, Crusher. Well, if it ain't a little masked marvel, step up, sucker. Now just relax, Shorty. I'll try to make this as painless as possible. Whoop, jumps over him. It works. I have the speed, agility, and the strength of a very gigantic spider. Hey, you win. Put me down. Yeah, you're not human. No one can do that. Want to bet? That's the greatest act I've ever seen. Sensational, fantastic. And that gimmick, that mask gimmick gives him just the touch of the right mystery. He was terrific. And this guy right here with the blue hat here. That mask character may be just what I'm looking for. Listen, friend, I'm a TV producer. With that act of yours, I can make you a fortune. And keep the mask angle. There's a great showman. Here's my card. Call me. You'll be a smash on Ed Sullivan's show. Thanks. Gives him some cashola. Little cashola there, guys. Later at home again. And by the way, this is so cool that I can read this comic on the web app. I'm just loving this. I hope you guys are liking it too. Later at home again. Showmanship, he hasn't seen anything yet. Since I have all the powers of a spider, I'll design a spider costume. And, oh, hi, Aunt May. You look a little tired, Petey, so we thought we'd bring you some crackers and milk. Crackers and milk, bless them if they only knew. Now, let's see. I need some spider webs. This little device should do the trick. So in the comic book, he just instantly makes his web shooters just like that, right? I'll fasten one to each arm and operate by the slightest pressure of any finger. So he's got his little web shooters there. I need a name. Well, I guess Spider-Man is as good as any. Looks pretty good if I do say so myself. Yeah, look at the costume he just made in 2 seconds. I love it. He just made the costume, just in 2 seconds. So they laughed at me for being a bookworm, eh? Well, only a science major could have created a device like this with some strong liquid cement at the end. I could pull myself up anywhere with my little web. And my costume is thin enough to wear unseen under my street clothes. Okay, so that's why he made it super thin. He can just put it under his clothes, right? That's why superheroes have super thin, tight clothing. Think about that. Okay, world, better hang out. Better hang on to your hat. Here comes the Spider-Man. Oh, part 2. Now, this is a really short comic, guys, just so you know. Now, anybody with the intelligence of a 7-year-old knows that a man who appeared on TV who seemed to be more spider than human, he'd be an overnight sensation, especially when his feats were performed without the help of a trick photography. Well, you can just imagine how the public reacted to Spider-Man. I'm seeing it with my own eyes and I still don't believe it. Sure, they all look amazed, incredible, awestricken. Wouldn't you? Look at the faces of all the people. After all, when was the last time you saw a man with his own fantastic spider web? Okay, Spider-Man, cut. That's enough. Don't want to show him too much. Leave him begging for more. His first appearance. So here's the page where he lets the guy go. His first appearance, and he breathes his first sweet scent of fame and success. So this is the first time he's ever feeling anything positive towards him. I'm from Life. We'll pay you anything. Sign with me. We'll put you in the movies. Wait, we want an interview. He's like, see my agent. I'm busy. And then this is where he lets him go. I just read this a minute ago. Stop, thief. If he makes it to the elevator, he'll get away. Of course, he gets away. And he's like, that guy didn't stop me. And then the police officer's like, what's with you, mister? All you had to do was hold him or trip him or whatever, just for a minute. He's like, sorry, pal. That's your job. I'm through with being pushed around. Now just look out for number 1. That's me. And he's like, I ought to run you in. He's like, save your breath, buddy. I got things to do. And a few hours later, Peter, you know the microscope you've always wanted? Your uncle and I bought it for you this afternoon. Gosh, that's terrific. You're the greatest family I ever had. They're the only ones who've ever been kind to me. I'll see it to that they're always happy, even if the rest of the world can go hang for all I care. So he's pretty mad at everybody, right? Peter, So then he goes on, he does multiple shows, okay? In the days that follow, he becomes a sensation. So he becomes really famous really quickly, guys, in the comic. And one evening, Parker returns home from a personal appearance. So he went out to do a personal appearance. A police car in front of my house. What could be wrong? Bad news, son. Your uncle has been shot, murdered. Uncle Ben, no, it can't be. And you notice that's the same cop, right? Who did it? Who shot him? It was a burglar. Your uncle surprised him. Don't worry, lad. We got him trapped. He's in a warehouse, the old Acme warehouse at the waterfront. We'll get him. Your aunt is next door. The neighbors are looking after her. Wait, I've got to go. I got to go get him. I know the old warehouse. He's been deserted for years. A killer could hold off an army in that gloomy old place. He won't hold off Spider-Man. There's the warehouse, the other side of town. I'll be there in no time. He swings over. So this is the first time he's actually swinging, although you might have done it on the show. Meanwhile, he's in there, but he'll pick us off like flies if we charge him. All I got to do is hold him off till the moon goes down. Then I ought to be able to slip away in the dark. You'll never escape, murderer. What the? Surprised to see me? Not as half as surprised as you're going to be. I got to get away. I must hide. I must be seeing things. And he jumps over him. That's pretty cool. I love the old art. Isn't the old art like so incredible, you guys? There's no place you can hide on Earth, even from me. There's no place on Earth where you can hide from me. First, I'll relieve you of your gun. Then my fist will do the rest. Bonk. And then he sees him, you guys. He sees him. That face. Oh, no, it can't be. That's the fugitive who ran past me, the one I didn't stop when I had the chance. I hate to do it, but we'll have to rush in now. Can't take a chance of him slipping by the dark. Captain, look. It's him. On a spider's web. And a short distance away, everybody. Oh, this is the moment. My fault. All my fault. If I only had stopped them when I could have. But I didn't. And now my Uncle Ben is dead. And a lean, silent figure slowly fades away into the gathering darkness, aware at last that in this world with great power there must come great responsibility. Oh, there's the line! And so a legend is born and a new name is added to the roster of those who make the world of fantasy the most exciting realm of all. Be sure to see the next amazing fantasy for the further amazing exploits of America's most different new teenage idol, Spider-Man. The end. So that's the story, guys. We read it, but we all know that it was such a huge hit that what happened, is that there's nothing else to the story. There's another story after. But what happened is that Stan Lee and them, such a huge hit, they just made his own comic. So that's crazy. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. Thank you so much. That was fun. I had to read it, you guys. George, thank you so much. That was super fun. I appreciate you. I'm going to enjoy the trip with my family. I appreciate it. Tron, thank you so much. You're the best. I love that. And Jayco, thank you so much once again, you guys. You guys are awesome. That little kid voice. Yeah, it's my little kid voice, Crackers and milk, I know. Yeah, it's a really good comic. So I would recommend reading these comics, you guys. They're super fun to read. And now that we have them on the web app, this is so cool. I got to take a quick look at this. I'm sorry. I got to read this comic really quick. Hold on. Really quick. I want to see the zombies. Just 1 second. I'm not going to go through reading all my comics, but I got to see that. Let's go to where the zombies show up. Come on. Load up quick. I've always wanted, I haven't read this comic and I should have read it earlier, but I want to see do the zombies actually show up in here? Oh, they do too. Come on, load it. I might have to do this another day, everybody. It's not loading. Oh, well, I'm going to go in and read all these comics now. I hope you guys do too. Oh, after reading this, go watch Spider-Man 2002, Tobey Maguire. Yeah, that's almost exactly the same, right? It's close, right? I was blown away too when I read this on Peter Parker saying that's your job. Yeah, that's your job, cops. I'll do better voices next time, everybody. It's a really good comic for sure. Okay, everybody, I'm going to end the stream right there. Thank you so much for coming out. I'm back. I'm still on the road for a bit. Now, these comics, like I said, these comics right here, check the Discord. I'm going to post them up now. I'll be sending these out to our winners of the drop heads rewards, especially this bad boy right here. This would be really cool to read this one, actually, to see how he turns into a freaky freak, because it's very similar, but he's a freaky freak. Look at him. Look at that. Oh, all right, guys. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you so much for everybody for coming out. I'll see you in the next video, and happy collecting.